Greetings, folks. Welcome to LANParty Live, the tabletop RPG show where we bring our live studio audience into the game. Live studio audience, why don't you make some noise so the people at home can hear you? Thank you so much for coming. It means so much to all of us here. If you're watching at home, that means just the same. I'm your host and dungeon master, Will Abreu, and I'm just so excited to have you guys here for our first episode. Not alone up here, though. With me tonight is our illustrious cast of adventurers. We'll get into our characters a little bit later, but why don't you guys tell everyone here about who you are? Let's start with my right.
Rachel. I am Rachel.
Wow. Where do I go from this? Okay, I'm Harry. I'm a filmmaker, actor. Been wanting to be in a game since I'm always the professional dungeon master, and very thankful to be included. Well, so thank you so much.
I'm Sean Ellis. I've been an actor for a very long time, and I've been playing D&D since high school, and I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm Indy. They them. I am professionally a therapist, so I will be getting character development, the feels. And I'm in my silly goose era, as I've said. I've been playing D&D for 7 years, and yeah, we'll see how this goes.
Oh, we're gonna have tons of fun.
Hello, I'm Stella Luna on Twitch, Stella Luna TV on all other social media. I'm a RPG producer and performer. This kind of stuff is what I do all the time, and it's pretty great. I'm very lucky to be here, and I can't play.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Nieves of the podcast Now Try This, and that's all I have to say.
All right, guys. Give it up for our players.
I got one.
You got them. Before we start, let's set the ground rules just so we know how everyone's coming up to roll with us. I'm sure everyone's ready to jump in. So first off, we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition with some homebrew and house rules. Most important rule at this table is the rule of cool. So rules lawyers, you're off the clock. Chill out. Audience roles. This is our key feature of our show here. Our audience will be able to step up right in front of us. We've got a microphone set up here. And you'll be able to make your roll and talk to us and maybe even tell us about your day. I'll call on folks from the crowd to volunteer, or I'll call on the moments, and our cast here will choose just who is going to come up to roll. So examples of when our audience will be rolling is every death save in this campaign. We have a house rule for critical success and critical failures, where if someone rolls a 20 in a non-combat situation, an audience member will come up and roll a d20 to see just how successful that critical success is or how terrible that critical failure is. Group checks will also be performed by the audience. You'll roll 6 d20s up here. We'll take the top half and see what happens. And then also just whenever we feel it's a climactic moment or the right time, we'll bring you on up and we'll roll those dice. Today, there will be a 30-minute intermission about halfway through the session, which will allow our cast and crew to get up, stretch their legs, etc. I highly recommend that we all make use of that time. Is everyone ready? All right. Let's do this. I invite you all to join us here at the table, but also here in the world of Urias. This is an ancient realm that has seen the passing of numerous ages and the comings and goings of highly magical civilizations, demon tyrants, and of course, legendary adventurers. This is a world constantly rediscovering itself, relearning the secrets of deep magic, and revealing treasures to those who seek it. We come into this world in what is known as the Age of Armistice, an era of uneasy peace between Urias' two largest nations, the Amateraran Empire and the Kingdom of Cydia, after generations of drawn-out and bloody war. Far south of the Amateraran capital of Sun's Rest, and along the west coast of the western coast of the nation, is the port town of Gemhearth. Now, Gemhearth was built in and around the wreckage of a massive humanoid automaton. From what one could surmise, if all of its pieces were reassembled, it'd stand about 400 feet tall, its head the size roughly of a small house. But alas, what remains is a torso from the rib cage up, propped upon a shelf of rock as if it were lounging in a hot spring. the lapping waters of a surrounding lagoon, somehow unable to rust its outer shell with time. The town gets its name from the giant ruby affixed into the torso where a human heart would be. Gives off a sufficient amount of energy, of magical energy, to power parts of the town's infrastructure. And tattered ancient banners still hang from different points of the construct, all colored in a regal blue, long bleached by the sun. To this day, as a sign of bravery, local adolescents will dare each other to tie a ribbon to the highest point they can on this decrepit giant. Foliage and vines drape the torso, growing thicker and thicker with the ages. The first folks who came here from the wild settled in the shadow of the wreckage, and even literally inside the construct, coming to affectionately call the broken giant the founder of the town. Most buildings here are built on either stilts suspending them above the water or upon the rocky land leading up to the shore. Being so far from the Empire's capital, Gemharth enjoys a looser enforcement of laws than most towns under the Amateraran ban. As such, traders, pirates, and smugglers frequent the port, bringing in wonders and plunders from across the world. To give these disparate factions buy-in to the town's well-being, they have bound themselves into the Council of Admiralty, headed by an elected mayor. Sailors from whichever ship just happens to be ported in the port will generally function as a supplement to the town's constables. But this leaves Gemharth particularly vulnerable when the docks are empty. To remedy this, it's common for townsfolk to recruit the itinerant adventurers and aid the town as swords or spellbooks for hire. And where would one go to find said adventurers? It's a tavern, of course. In this case, our tavern is the Open Palm. This establishment is built literally into the open right hand of the construct, which is dipped into the waters. And we go now into that tavern to meet some of those adventurers. The morning is yet to come. Starlight filters in onto the beds where we find a feathered creature tossing and turning under the sheets. Harry, would you like to describe your character?
You see a small kenku, a black bird humanoid, that is wearing a harness-like contraption with a box in front with knobs and switches and such, and has a black sort of leather helmet on as well, and is just sort of twisting away, fixing the thing, and you see beneath them, laying down on the ground, a human, sort of wiggling. It's almost as though something is connected to this box, and they're sort of fixing what's going on from whatever their last adventure was before.
As the hours drag on, your eyes begin to close. You blink into sleep. You begin to dream, or begin to have a night. Something clicks. You hear a voice call out, "Rhodey." You snap awake.
All of a sudden, it's up, puts its hat on, looks around, and all of a sudden the human on the ground pops up.
The human, upon standing up, adopts a very unnatural pose. As you fiddle with the controls to move him around, you find him unresponsive.
One arm is moving instead of the other, one leg and the other instead of the other. Rhodey is now very perturbed. Rhodey is now very, very worried. Something has gone wrong.
The human, its jaw opens. You hear it again. Rhodey.
Looks inside, mouth, turns the head upside down. Its beak sort of he looks around first. And he puts his beak inside the mouth of the humanoid. Chews around a little bit. It's like, doesn't know what's wrong.
With your beak in the head of this person, would you like to describe what this person is?
This would be as we have Rhodey there, Ken is sort of put together, and you have that voice, and switches and turn again, and you see the humanoid come up to attention, like it's always has. He goes, "Hello there, my name is Ken Humanoid, and with me is always Rhodey. Rhodey, would you care to introduce yourself?" And then Rhodey goes, turns it around, and he just nods, and just like, okay, this is working out. Can I roll investigation to see if I can figure out, though, where that voice is summoning from?
First roll.
First roll.
That's pretty good.
Fine,
Let's find out. That's a 15.
On a 15 investigation, you put an ear out. Well, I'm not sure Kenku have ears.
Yeah.
But the equivalent.
Birds have ears.
Birds have ears. They have holes.
Wait, right? Why I said that? Birds have ears, right? Birds don't have
Birds are real
ears.
and they have ears.
Birds don't have ears.
Birds have holes that are functionally ears.
Sure.
Sure.
But you use those holes with a 15, and you recognize this voice as not coming from this room.
Rhodey wonders, is there another Kenku? Is there another ventriloquist in this room?
Looking around, you don't see any other person.
Do I have my associate with me?
No, you are alone
Wow.
with Ken Humanoid.
And humanoid. Understood. Ken goes, "If there is anyone in this room that is not present, but still present, please show themselves." And Brody just looks around.
Nothing. In fact, as you do this, sparks begin to fly from your control box, just pouring out as if someone were welding inside of it.
Oh, I throw that thing off me.
Ken's
Holy
body
shit.
begins to move around the room as if it were a blender, just spinning constantly. You get smacked in the face very lightly.
Right. It's like Octodad going
Yes,
going
just
like this. And
Completely Weekend at Bernie's body flying around.
Right.
Until it reaches a pose and it's pointing to the door. Ken's eyes begin to glow. And out of that open, hanging mouth, you hear Ken go, "Rhodey, it's time."
Rhodey goes up to Ken and smacks Ken across the face.
The head spins.
Rhodey's scared. That's not supposed to happen.
No, it isn't, Rhodey. The body of Ken Humanoid is still pointing towards the door of your room.
Is Ken transportable? Like, can I at least bend Ken into a holdable form to move along? Or by the hand at least or something?
You could definitely drag him by the hand. That's pointing for sure.
Fine. So I do that. I take Ken by the hand and I pull them and I just keep an eye on where the finger is pointing and I just go towards wherever the finger is telling me to go.
You stand at the door of your room.
Door of my room. Open the door.
All right. You open the door, and outside of it is no longer a tavern. You're in a familiar room with what looks like a commercial building. And on the other side of your door is just a square room with another simple metal door, and next to it is a button.
Hello again. My name is Ken Humanoid, and I am in a room. Brody goes, Jesus Christ. Investigation is whether this is real or not.
Sure.
Or
roll.
perception,
mean-
whichever you prefer.
Why not? Go ahead.
Sure.
Go ahead and try it.
Go ahead and try it as very
17
challenging.
investigation.
On a 17, the walls feel real. The doors feel real. As far as you can tell, this is as real as you can perceive.
All right. And you're saying this is just a commercial space with metal walls? Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
All right. And no individuals in it? Or it's
No individuals.
empty?
completely, except but one door with one button.
Brody looks again at Ken and is sort of like positioning Ken again to sort of almost like a compass. It sort of just like turns Ken and sees where the finger is still pointing, if it is still pointing.
I mean, if you're moving his body, it's pointing wherever you're dragging it.
Okay. All right, cool. And so is he pointing to any wall or any other door or space in the room?
Past your door, you can't tell.
I can't tell. All right, so it's sort of just like a general wiggling of just like, I don't know, like a drunk sort of corpse that's just sort of wiggling about. Got it. All right. Well, Rhodey is going to take a recording of Ken in the room, and they'll put their wing over their eye, which is also a green jewel, and they sort of twist it, and the jewel sort of lights up just a little bit, as though like it was a camera, and then looks at Ken, and then the sort of shattered sort of box that's there tries to put it together again and sort of twist it again, and Ken can do some things, I guess, but not everything. And it's sort of just like, I am Ken, humanoid. I am a reporter at large. I am in a room reporting from I don't know where, but I will find out where soon enough. And Rhodey then will just try to, Rhodey's going to try and investigate how to move past this room. Is there like a secret door? Is there like a secret button?
Before you make that roll and before you make that investigation, as you begin to record, a light appears above both the door that you opened and the door that's across from you. It's an on-air sign, flashes red.
Rhodey continues to record and then sends Ken to the opposite door on the other room or the other wall.
Does Ken open it?
Can't open it? No, just can't open it? Oh, yeah. Ken opens it.
As Ken reaches for the door's handle, you hear a sudden snapping as if a tree's falling. When his hand reaches the handle, he zooms towards the horizon. The room expands into a massive hallway lined with doors that also read on air.
Does Ken sort of relatively stay at the door that he entered, or is he just shot through?
He is shot.
He's gone
all the way. He's
all the way.
Hundreds of feet away from
And
you.
Rhodey is now just standing at that door before not entering just yet, but Rhodey just goes, right. And then jumps on in.
You enter this sort of almost sterile, bright space. Looking behind you past the door that you've passed by, it is gone. A completely blank wall. You still are flanked by rows of on-air signs and doors.
Where's Ken?
All the way at the end.
Go to Ken. As much as I can.
You walk towards him. For a while, it feels like you're going to be walking forever. Eventually, you come up on the door where Ken was, the one that flew away from you. He still stands there holding the door.
Rhodey, before opening that next door, looks at Ken, sees Ken's been beat up a little bit, and is just making sure, just in case anything goes on, puts mage armor onto Ken. And in this case, this is basically just Rhodey pulling out of a bag a bad piece of leather armor and a leather helmet that's like from a sports arena, and just like puts it on, puts the helmet on, smacks the sides, and goes,
Somehow you feel Ken nod to you.
and that freaks Rhodey out. Rhodey just sort of still recording all of this, just looking at Ken, nods back, just taking this in, and then opens that next door.
As you touch the door, the walls fall away around you. This long hallway, these walls sort of sink into an inky blackness beneath you. Opening the door, you see studio lights, a set. Somehow, you are back in your original place of employment, the place where it all began for you.
Mm.
The lights are on, and they seem to create a pathway directly for you, straight forward.
Brody thinks, I hope HR doesn't know I'm here again. Brody again takes Ken by the hand, this sort of toddler-esque thing now, and continues through. Before that, I want to do one more, if you don't mind. I'd like for Brody to have Ken try one more time to just speak out, see if anything happens. And it's like, and twists the knobs again on the now sort of slightly broken thing, and again has a little bit more control. And Ken goes, "Hello there. I do not know where I am. I do not know what this is. I mean you no harm."
As this happens, you hear Ken's voice, not from his body, but from beneath you. Looking down, you see a sea of parallel jade green pins forming the image of Ken's face, speaking beneath you. It begins to approach you as if to swallow you.
Kenku can't fly, right?
No.
That's what I thought.
Not at all.
Did you just ask if you could fly?
Yeah, I just want to, in this world, okay, I just want to make sure. Thank you. Rhodey viscerally tries to fly, tries to summon up the energy to do what he knows is impossible, but in order to stay alive and at the same time, try and keep Ken with them, like flapping vigorously, even though it's futile.
I think it's time for our first audience roll.
Oh, I love it.
All right. Harry, since you are the most affected by this, I'll let you pick our first audience member to come up and roll.
Who's gonna give me a bribe after the show of a chicken tenders or a beer or something? Anybody? Nobody? No. You sir in the middle. Yes, you sir. You looking back there. You sir. The one behind the pole. Right behind the pole, sir. Yes, you sir.
Yeah.
You sir. Then come through.
It's not on the back at all.
They have to buy tenders.
It's not the back.
Go
All
right
right, so you're
over
gonna
here,
step
sir.
up right here to the edge. You got a choice. You got the giant green D20, or you've got a assortment of dice ahead of you that you can roll into the felt. Go ahead, talking to Mike for me.
Here we go.
Go ahead and roll. Just dump it on the table.
Safely.
Yeah. There we go. Nice.
I say 9.
Is that? Yeah.
What's an athletics modifier for you?
Not good. Yeah, not good. It's non-existent.
Oh, so it's just a flat 9?
Yep.
On a 9, you attempt to fly. You attempt to fly with a one wing because the other one's holding on to Ken. You've never flown before. You don't know why you thought this would work.
Panic, sheer panic, terror.
Pure panic. You are actually you're standing there flapping as this jade mouth envelops you. And you feel hundreds, if not thousands, of these shards of jade pierce your body. There's blackness.
This is Ken Humanoid signing off.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
The blackness gives way. You see yourself. You see yourself holding Ken. A freshly dead Ken.
Hmm.
You look at what is outside of this studio. Rows of a studio audience seating. In every seat, a Ken. Each one of their mouths opens. Their eyes glow. Their mouths glow. You hear them utter, "The show must go on, Rhodey. The show must go on."
I love that. Yeah.
And with this, you feel a deluge of water, a complete wall of liquid fall from the ceiling. Standing above you is a figure of another human. You are back in the tavern, and this is very much not Ken. This is very much an alive person. Shauna, would you like to describe Dog? And
Sure.
also, can you describe what Rhodey was doing in his sleep that made you dump a bucket of water on him?
So, I saw Rhodey flailing around in his bed like a lunatic. Very typical of him. You see a sort of a medium height human. He's got sort of like he kind of gave himself a haircut with a dagger, very short brown hair, glowing yellow irises. His center of gravity is sort of in the back of his vertebrae, almost lurching, and he reeks of tobacco and smelly wild wet dog.
Hence
A
the
long
name.
black leather duster and a crossbow slung over his back.
What do you do when you wake up?
Well, first off, it's the smell that wakes me up, not the water. The water just reinforces it and just makes it now. Rhodey gets on up. Looks over to you and just sulks and just like, oh my God. Okay, it's just you. Thank God.
You good?
And Ken goes, Ken functioning?
Ken is fine.
All right. Ken just sort of sits up in the chair like as though it's just sort of on bit on rest mode. Just goes like, I feel as though I have had an out-of-body experience.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And I have to say, I loved it.
Well, that's great, Rhodey. We gotta get up.
Can I check my eye?
Sure.
See if there's a recording.
Yeah, absolutely. I won't make you roll for this.
Yeah.
There is no recording.
God damn it. Okay. Figures. Ken goes, I have a feeling some of the demons of my past, of our past, might be coming up soon. This time tonight, tomorrow.
And Rhodey, why do you think that?
Well, it would seem as though a giant-mouthed version of Ken has swallowed us whole, all in my mind, and I cannot understand where it came from.
That's nice, Rhodey. We need to get downstairs. We have work to do. So if you could kindly get dressed.
Whatever you
and-
say.
Yes. Thank you.
As you have this discussion about getting up, you hear a knock at the door.
Come in.
This is my room.
In enters an Amateraran woman. An Amateraran is a tiefling variant that we've created for this campaign. She has red skin. Her black hair is tied into an ornate braid around her 6 horns, and it's interwoven with a long triangle pattern head wrap. She's missing her left arm, but in its place you see a prosthetic made of bamboo and gold. Fibers of both are woven to look like actual muscle and are inlaid with runes and wiring. You both recognize this woman as Songbird. She's the owner of the Open Palm. Is everything okay? I heard screaming and a splash.
Everything's fine. It's all under control.
I was having an out-of-body experience.
He had a nightmare. It's fine. Everything's
I
fine.
believed that the demons of my past were swallowing me whole.
Were we disturbing any of the patrons downstairs?
No one's really up yet, but water damage is a real thing.
That's not my fault.
How much are we talking?
You're already staying here for free. Like, I know you don't have much.
Well,
You're lucky I like you so much. kitchen's already cranking on breakfast. Just come down whenever you like.
Sure. We'll be right downstairs.
Ken goes, thank you very much. See you tonight.
We'll see you downstairs.
Ken goes, I'm still trying to figure out the controls for Ken.
Well, you need to figure that out soon because we got to go downstairs.
Fair enough.
You approach the top of the stairs. It's a little more difficult than normal walking. And make you roll an intelligence here.
Yeah. Well, thank God, I'm pretty smart. Was this for me or Ken?
It's for you.
For me. All right.
You are operating, Ken.
19 plus intelligence? What you just said?
Yeah.
That's a 23.
Damn.
I'm smart. I'm very smart. Very happy.
Ken seamlessly, like a Boston Dynamics robot, tackles those stairs.
No more Octodad, just pure Terminator. Got it.
For now, at least. As you enter the main hall, the open palm, you see really what this whole tavern was named for. The fingers of the construct still dip in the water are pillars on an open side of the tavern. You can see out to the ocean from the hall where you eat. Off to one side is a kitchen. There's a half-orc chef. You can see just going to town, making something in a pan. Behind the desk of the tavern itself, the songbird.
I send Ken up to the table to order some food. Ken goes, would you happen to have someone with a beautiful gullet in which I could ingest something from?
Am I standing right next to him?
What?
Am I standing right next to him?
Yes.
He'll take beans or something. You
That
got
one
it.
seems to be quite beautiful around the neck muscles. I wonder, could they ingest and then have myself enjoy a meal, please?
Roll persuasion.
Got it.
Are you finding someone to mother bird you?
Yes.
Trying to.
I just wanted to clear.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. The persuasion would be an 8.
All right.
Committed completely.
Songbird is insulted. She looks at you and she says, "You gotta stop asking me, man. I'm not gonna do this."
It is only respectful. I apologize.
It's fine. There's only one new bounty on the board, and by new I mean it's been here every day since you've gotten here. I do have 2 things you could help me with. It's the least you can do for staying here.
Sure.
Could you take this mule up to old Ray at the chapel? He's the healer up there. He's always overworking himself. I'm really worried about him. Just tell him Songbird sent you. And then after that, this afternoon, whenever that next airship arrives, I'm expecting a shipment of ale. Could you boys go get it with me?
Yeah.
We are Ken, Rhodey, and Dog
Yes.
on your mission.
We're going.
Thank you.
We're going. Yes.
Quite right.
We'll be right back.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
As you exit the
Ready?
tavern, you pass the bounty board, and you see the one bounty that's been there this entire time. It's got a knife through the face of the criminal in the portrait.
Have we seen this bounty? Like, have we looked at it before, or are we just noticing it now?
No, you've seen it. It's been there forever.
Is there a particular reason why we haven't taken this offer up? Is there
You
anything
just
that?
haven't seen this person.
Okay.
But you know from looking at it plenty of times, it says Mina Varen, Bandit Queen, 600 gold. She's an elf woman, black hair, with a scar running down the side of her face. You wonder if you're ever going to see her.
Ken says, why does this individual look exactly like you?
Excuse me?
I see a scar on a face, and I see a scar on a face.
I don't know. Some people get scars, Rhodey.
I'm getting good at identifying humans. I know it.
We leave.
All right. We move now from Gemhearth to just a few hours up the coast and thousands of feet up in the air. A mighty airship glides effortlessly amongst the clouds. Larger than most seafaring galleons, the ship is filled with folks traveling from a farming village in the north to our southern port town. On the bow of the ship, we come across an unlikely pair watching the scenery go by. Stella, Rachel, would you like to describe your characters?
Yeah. Vess is a 5'6" Asmar. You can see that she is dressed very composed and not a hair is out of place. She is a bit of garish in decoration. You can see that she's wearing some kind of fancy armor that must have been custom commissioned for her. And you can see that she is having a conversation with this other person. And she has a bit of a bookish look to her. She has these oversized spectacles on, and she's holding a book, flipping through, taking notes. And she has a sizable gold pouch hanging off of her belt. She looks very serious. She looks her companion in the eye. And Vess says, we do not know what we are going to do with the rest of this money.
Right. Hello.
The name's Garbanzo Abernathy. The name is fake. The mustache is fake. Everything about me is fake. I am a rogue, also known as a con man. And I look to this little girl and I say, I don't know. I think we gotta spend it, is what we gotta do. Or we gotta find more, because to be perfectly honest, 25 gold is not quite enough to get where we're going.
Well, I think I paid you about 100 gold now, and this adventure has been all right. I wish we could do something more fun. You are an experienced adventurer, aren't you not?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've been adventuring for years. I am an expert at adventuring. But you know what? Sometimes it takes money to make the balloons. I think what we need to do is to find a bounty.
A bounty?
Yeah, when we land, there's nothing to do where we came from. It's a boring place. But
Yes.
where we going? The big city. That's where you find the fun parts. That's where you find the good one.
I was wondering why we were going about the city, trying all the different breads.
What? You don't like bread?
Oh, I love the bread. I was just wondering why or how that would contribute to our adventuring.
Listen, it's all about gaining experience. Tasting different types of bread, you gotta understand the different types of culture. You gotta talk to different people if you're traveling all over the world. And the best way to relate to one another is through food, the conversational language of the people.
You're right. I should talk to someone about bread.
Yeah.
As you guys are talking about bread, a door across the ship opens and a man exits. He's slightly sickly green, seemingly drenched in sweat, and he barrels right into Vess.
Oh, hello? Do you like bread?
What are you doing to my kid?
Get out of the way! And he just runs aft.
No. You get out of the way.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a 0 in strength.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, it's a 15. Oh. I got glasses.
It's odd that this man spent so much time so much contact with you in the initial impact. And you feel him sort of reach for and grab at the coin purse on your belt.
Oh. Gorgonzola.
Hey,
They're taking my coin purse.
no, they ain't.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
What are you talking about?
It's in your hand.
The man runs off.
With the coin purse?
No.
What was that?
I don't know. Did they take anything from you? Check your pocket.
check my pocket.
Full disclosure, the guy rolled a 1 on the sleight of hand check. There's actually more gold in your pockets than there were when you started. That guy really fucked up.
Still practicing.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, let's go get some bread.
We have some bread money.
And you head to the commissary. We go now down about a floor into a cabin inside the ship, and we come to a dwarf woman sitting very uncomfortably across from a young couple, just straight up making out, going to town on each other. Indy, would you please describe Peggy and her thoughts about what's happening in front of her?
Sure. So Peggy is a dwarf rogue, or wait, dwarf ranger. Wow, I'm off to a good start here, folks.
Doing my job?
It's all right. It's all right.
Anyway, yeah, she's she's dressed pretty nice for her, which means that all her clothes are clean. They only have a little bit of dirt on them, and well, she generally exudes mom energy, and right now it's passive aggressive mom energy. As this couple kind of like crowds in on her, definitely past the armrest, right? The armrest is law.
Imagine this as if it's like a private train cabin. You are on two
So there you
benches
are.
facing each other.
Oh,
And so you're just watching this happen.
all right.
And this couple just keeps casting these side eyes at you as if to say, you should leave.
Oh, geez, I don't like that. All right. So I have a newspaper or something along those lines, and I'm just like vigorously shaking it and kind of letting it hit them when they get too close.
Roll an intimidation check for me.
So intimidating. Oh no, where'd it go? Here we go. Oh, okay. I got a 16.
All right. On a 16, the girl in the couple begins to look very uncomfortable, and she asks her partner if they can go somewhere more private.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't hit you too much.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Oh,
It's
all right.
fine. Yeah,
Oh, you
no,
don't
it's
mind.
fine.
Okay.
And the guy says, it's okay. Let's just go down to the cargo hold. It's way more private there. The
Oh.
couple exits.
Right.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary, or anything in the ordinary for that matter, as the objects of your ire exit the cabin.
All right. Well, if you see any burlap luggage, please don't make out on it. Just steer clear. Thank you.
All right. We zoom through the beautifully ornate wood and stone hull of this ship directly into the cargo hold, where there's a little stowaway hidden amongst the luggage. Nick, would you like to describe your character?
Yeah, sure. Well, you see, hanging in a makeshift hammock amongst all the cargo, this young, small, elvish girl. She's got orange skin. She has autumn leaves strewn about herself. She has flaming red hair, and she's almost covered in what seems like soot, as if she's handling a lot of bonfires and such. And as she's swinging in that makeshift hammock and kind of humming to herself, you can see a fox made out of fire going in and out of the boxes around her. And she goes, and her name's Momo, right? And she goes, 1010, I've always wondered what it would be like on an airship. I'm a little disappointed. I feel like we're not seeing a lot of air up here. I know we didn't buy a ticket, but geez, put a window or something down here.
1010 seems to almost chirp in agreement. It its tail sort of smolders, letting off a little smoke as if to say, yeah, there should totally be way more airflow in here.
Yeah, you know what? I wonder if we like made a small hole. if we could see the outside better. Can Momo approach the wall and see if it's facing the outside, this wall?
You sure can.
Great.
So you approach the wall.
I've been sitting for a long time.
I need you to roll a wall check for me.
A wall check?
No,
Great.
Let's say,
Investigate.
let's roll just a straight up intelligence check on whether or not you would know how an airship works.
Ooh, I'm really smart. Okay, I rolled an 8 minus 1. That's a 7.
As it should be.
As far as you know, this is exactly where you need to make this hole.
Okay, Momo rubs her hands together, almost to like warm them up. She makes them just like hot enough that it would start a fire with her magic, and she just places it and tries to make a little porthole here in the cargo area.
Are you using a specific spell?
No.
Okay. Man. Let's see. Let's make this an audience roll.
Yeah.
Nick, go ahead and choose someone.
Ooh. Someone raise their hand. I don't want to put anyone. That guy. Yeah. Oh, that.
All right, so you are rolling to see if this young girl blows a hole in the side of an operating airship. And what happens?
That's a 15.
Ooh.
Yes.
For the viewers at home, that was a 15.
That seems good.
Yeah,
Excellent.
15. I mean, it's good towards your goal. You begin to burn through the wooden paneling of the ship around you, and you reach stone. And you know it's gonna take a while to get a full hole going on this.
She gets there and she goes, "Oh, Tenten, this is taking too long. Did you find anything good in the boxes?"
You turn to 1010, and there's like just a giant oversized bra around its head.
Momo picks it up and says, "Oh, Tenten, I think I read about this in a book. I think it's a slingshot," and she puts it in her bag.
All right. As
Now
you
you
do
can
that,
carry on with what you expected.
as you do that, you hear the click of the door to the cargo hatch opening, and giggling as two sets of feet enter. You're out of view of this door.
I hide,
All right.
but 1010 doesn't.
All right. Roll a stealth for me.
Okay. 2 plus 2.
And
That's a 4.
You sure?
thank you so much for that.
You got a lot on your plate.
Carry the one.
You hear a voice go, "Something burning down here?"
No.
The giggling has stopped. And you hear the voice go, "If you stay over there, we'll stay over here. Don't bother us."
Oh, okay. And then she comes out and she says, "Hi, I'm Momo."
You see a couple, an elven man and a humanoid woman, holding hands. They look at you, just with confusion, mostly about the fox made of fire near you.
I notice them looking and say, "Oh, that's my sister, 1010.
It's worse. The confusion's worse.
What's your names?"
The guy goes, "I'm Cyrus." And the girl just sort of looks at him and goes, "Cyrus, this was supposed to be private." He goes,
Momo does that really cute thing when she puts her hands behind and she like inches up. She whispers to the girl, "Do you want to see my new slingshot?"
"Sure."
Okay. I thought she would say no. She pulls out the bra.
The woman's like,
It's pink.
it sure is, Momo.
Puts it away.
She introduces herself as Kara. Cyrus asks you, would you mind giving us a little privacy?
Oh, sure. I'm gonna tell you the truth, even though people told me that I shouldn't always do that. I'm not supposed to be here, so I was hiding. So where should I hide next?
I don't care.
Do you have a ticket?
Yes.
Oh, can I have your ticket?
No.
Well, if you're gonna be down here, you don't need your ticket. Kara, back me up here.
Kara says Cyrus is just like, give me a persuasion.
All right. 10 plus 1. Do I add anything because I'm cute?
Proficiency.
13.
It doesn't matter. Cyrus has rolled lower. Cyrus just finds himself reaching into his pocket and handing you a ticket.
Thank you. And Momo skips out with 10. But as she's skipping out, she pulls into a box. What do I grab?
Audience roll, straight 20. Who wants it?
We got a hand over there.
Come on up.
Come on. Come on, give me something good.
All right, get on up. Get on
You
up.
better roll good. High numbers are better.
Roll. It's all on you.
In
Just
case
a
you're
straight
not
D20.
Your choice of D20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right choice.
13.
13.
Yes.
You
Pull your
reach
hair
in
back.
to a burlap sack. Out of it.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Out of it, you pull what looks like a family photo album.
Oh, man.
And that
Now
you're
Nick
gone.
feels bad.
Yeah. You're gone.
Great. Great.
The door closes behind you. It's a pretty thin door. The giggles turn back on. And then you hear screaming. And then a crunch. As
Wait, behind me?
behind through the door. Bones are breaking.
Oh.
A thud.
Do I know what the sound of bones breaking are?
You sure do.
Oh, shit.
You hear a massive thud. You also hear this, Peggy, up in the cabin.
Okay.
This time, over the intercom on the airship, you hear the captain go, "We are beginning our descent into Gemhearth. Everyone, please return to your cabin." We come now to the chapel, where you two, Dog and Rhodey.
We're just going to ignore the bones and just move on?
It's called suspense, Nick.
Okay, I'll just sit there waiting and listening to bones breaking. Continue. I'm sorry.
So we're carrying food.
Carrying food?
Yeah.
And I'm trying to carry Rhodey. Or Ken, sorry.
So what food am I carrying?
So you're carrying like just a like parchment paper, some sort of waxed paper full of like a pancake sausage, some sort of breakfast up to this chapel.
Okay.
You stand outside the door of the chapel. It's actually built into the chest of the construct, pretty much right outside where that gem is. It's called the Hall of Healing, and it's directly under that gem. And it siphons magic into specific rituals of healing and spells that mend bones and illnesses. What would you like to do?
I go up to the door.
Would you like knock? Yeah.
Yeah, just if is there like a big knocker or
It's a massive wooden door, no knocker though.
Ken goes, "Is it normal to knock?
in most cases, yeah, Rhodey, it's normal to knock.
In this case?"
I knock.
Thud, thud, thud. You hear it reverberate around like the metal rib cage that you're kind of standing. It's like open, like blasted open around you. There's no response.
I wait like 5 minutes and I knock one more time.
5 minutes?
Or yeah, like 30 seconds, I guess.
I'm gonna roll.
No. Let's all wait 5 minutes.
Let him cook.
Whole 5 minutes. Nah, like 30 seconds, and there's just no sound,
Maybe he's
nothing.
busy.
Yeah.
Rhodey tends to Ken, just like, dusting them off and like straightening their tie and getting them ready for whatever's about to happen. Turns on their camera.
You hear like a muffled voice. You can't quite tell what it's trying to say. But you hear a muffled voice from beyond that wooden door.
I use my werewolf senses to hear through the door.
You put a lichen ear to the wood. You hear rustling, sheets moving, footsteps.
Are there any voices?
Just a person humming to themselves.
Do I recognize what they're humming? If it's a song that I've heard before or something.
Roll a history check for me.
Can I help?
That's an unnatural 20.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. I was gonna ask you how you would describe helping someone here,
Oh, yeah.
but
Again,
yeah, no. With a dirty 20, you recognize it as a battle hymn, something that soldiers would sing with their units as they go into war.
I'm going to open the door and I'm going to go in.
All right. You open the doors to the Hall of Healing, and inside you see rows of beds. The lighting's dim. There's just very worn out candles right at the end of their wicks, just hanging off the walls on platters. On these beds, you find some injured sailors or townsfolk, all of them just sort of resting, waiting. A few steps into the hall, a figure pops up from behind a bed. It's an elven man. He stammers. Oh, sorry, I wasn't expecting anyone. How can I help you?
Remind me the name of the person we're delivering food to.
You're looking for Ray.
Is there a Ray around here?
We are Ken, Rhodey, and Dog, reporters at large.
Oh, Ray, that's my boss. I'm Spencer. He hasn't checked in today. He went off yesterday and haven't heard from him since.
Ken goes up, stands next to this individual with Rhodey looking at the both of them. Ken looks at the camera. This is Ken, reporting at large. We have a missing person at this moment. Sir, can you please tell us the last time you saw this individual?
Brody, we don't know if he's missing yet.
I mean, last time I saw him, he was arguing with someone.
Do you feel that your life is in danger in this situation?
Are you gonna hurt me?
No. Well, would you like me to?
No.
Brody,
Fair enough.
Shut up.
Enough said.
Spencer, is it right?
Yes.
Do you remember where Ray was the last time you saw him?
He was right outside these doors arguing with a woman.
Did you catch a name? Did you see what they looked like?
Did you see what their neck looked like?
Their neck?
Their neck. AKA their gullet.
Don't mind my friend. He's not the brightest.
I think she had a normal neck. For-
Suspicious.
A human? Or was she? Might have been an elf. She had black hair and a scar on her face.
Everyone has scars on their face.
That's not true. I don't.
Remind me the name of the missing person again?
Ray.
No, the other missing person.
Oh, the bounty?
Bounty, yeah.
That was Mina Veron.
Mina, you said?
Yeah.
Does the name Mina ring a bell at all?
No.
What
Thank
if we
you.
said it slower? Me.
Spencer, can you do me a favor? I have all this food. Can you bring it to his quarters if he has them here?
Sure, no problem. Just tell him it's looking pretty dire here. I don't really know what I'm. This is my like first week on the job. If you see him, just like I really need him to like come back and help.
Yeah, I'll let him know. Just take this food. I don't want to be carrying it anymore. Just take it.
Sure. Okay. Can I eat it?
No.
Brody goes, or Ken goes, can he eat it? I would like to watch.
You have a good day. We're going.
All right. The town clock rings, and it's about the time that Songbird said she needed help picking up her ale down by the docks.
Yeah. So we're heading in that direction.
Yeah. Let's go back to the ship. To Peggy first.
Not the crunching bones.
I have a question for you.
Freaking killing
So
me.
I heard a noise. I heard some crunching
You heard a scream.
and a scream.
Mhm.
Now, I have heard both these people, speaking sweet nothings to each other. So I probably recognize the voice, don't I?
Yeah,
All right.
I'd say you would.
Which character?
It's the woman that screamed.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess, I gotta be a good Samaritan. Check it out. I'm gonna go walk over to where I know the cargo is because they also need to be back in their seat.
So you start heading down. Momo, you're hearing footsteps approach after this crunch and this blood-curdling scream.
I turn around and open the door to look at the screams.
Throwing the door open, you see the body of the girl, Kara, on the floor.
Kara!
Puddle of blood, not responding to her name being called.
Do I see the man?
Gone.
I see nothing.
He's not there.
I rush to Kara's body and I try to cast. I squeeze really tight, and then when I pull my hands together, there's a little spark of fire between them, and I push that fire towards Kara's chest, and I concentrate. And I try to cast Cure Wounds.
All right.
I don't try. I do. I burn the spell. I cast Cure Wounds.
Go ahead and roll it. Let's see how many points you can it takes to bring her back.
Great. That's a D8. I'm going to take a D8. I'm going to roll that D8, and I'm going to add 5. Well, I rolled a 1. That's 6. See, math is fun.
It's education. Welcome to edutainment, guys. So the flame enters her body. You see for a moment she gasps, bringing air into her lungs. The air doesn't escape from her mouth. It escapes from the side of her neck where there's a massive chunk. Your spell fails to completely mend the holes in her neck.
Help! Help!
At this point, Peggy, you've arrived at the door to the cargo hold.
Mhm.
You see this little girl standing in a pool of blood, or standing over a body in a pool of blood. What would you
Yep.
like to do?
Oh, geez. Okay. I need you to, young lady. Yeah.
I can't get the blood to stop.
All right. I need you to take 5 steps away. 5 steps away. All right.
Help her! What are you talking to me for?
Okay. All right, but I'm gonna go. Okay. I hear you.
And Momo just starts crying.
Okay. You gotta cool your horses over there. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna walk up to the body and just like gently nudge this girl away. Gently nudge her. And
Do we nudge her away? Like you're gonna just
just
push?
away from the dead body or whatever. this
Oh,
body
okay.
is. No,
You're
don't
nudging
nudge.
Momo,
No,
not
okay.
okay.
And
Let's get rid of that.
No evidence.
you don't want to leave any trace, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go and roll a medicine to see what I can do to help, if anything. Good God. Good
Let's do an
Lord.
audience roll.
What's up?
An audience roll.
Oh, okay.
Andy, go ahead and pick somebody.
The person over there with the
Raise
striped
some
pants.
hands. Who wants to come
Striped
up?
pants. You know what I'm talking about.
We got a hand
Come
over
on.
there. We got a hand over there.
Okay.
We got to repeat. Let's try someone new.
No, that's a new individual
That's a new-
right there. The
Come
one
on up,
standing
fella.
up.
Come
The
on
one
up.
standing up with a hand up right there. Please come on down. Come on down. If you hear anything.
Yes. You want the big D20?
All right. So I need you
Can
to
you
roll
reach it?
good. All right. Roll good.
I love your shirt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope you do.
It counts. It counts. It counts.
Let's an 11 on the ground.
No.
Are you just trying to get another roll in? Just trying to help y'all out.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Number 16.
A 16. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right.
You helped save a life.
We'll see.
Yeah, she found the other piece of the neck
What's your
and put
what's
it
your,
back.
Yeah.
what's your medicine modifier?
My medicine +2.
+2. Okay. So you've done first aid before.
Yeah.
Um,
I know how to do little stitches.
little stitches.
Yeah.
So you pull out. Maybe
Practice on an orange one.
You practice on an orange once.
Yeah.
Right on. So you pull out like a sewing needle kit that you have, and you start sewing this hole in this woman's neck shut.
Yep.
The hole's closed.
All right.
Can I just be like, what are you doing?
Young lady,
She's dead.
I need you to settle down that sass. That sass is up here, and I need it down here. Okay.
What has happened? Hold on, no, wait, hold on. There was a man. She was with the man. And wait, where is he? Where is he? I look around. Do I see anybody? Do I see anyone around or any trace of anyone?
Give me a perception check or an investigation.
Oh, cool. You sure not the other one?
Are you looking around or looking for something?
Which one gets me the not -1? No, investigation is so it's a 1 - 1. I rolled a 0.
So you roll a natural 1.
Yes.
In this house,
Uh-oh.
we have critical failures. Let's see
Yay.
how bad you fucked up.
Yay.
How
We
terrible
need
is
an
the fuck up?
audience
We will find out.
roll.
Someone raise their hand.
Someone raise their hand. Who wants to come up and roll?
Oh,
You there.
you're the next one.
You're next.
Come on.
Roll.
Show us how much I messed up.
Joey Lover.
All right, you got the choice. You got the big one. You can roll any of those D20s right there.
I love your nails.
Just roll it anywhere on the table. Try and keep it on the table. Oh, that's off.
You know, you have
That was
you have one job. One
We need a
job.
better
Here's the
table.
little one.
We need a table with lips.
Yeah.
You want to go for the small one? All right.
Maybe it's the
nail.
nails. I don't know. I don't know.
It's never the nails, Harry.
Nails are beautiful.
They're
Nails are
amazing.
great.
They're beautiful.
What we got? 12?
It's
12.
That seems pretty bad.
That seems pretty bad.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the way critical failures work for those of us who haven't worked, I guess, with me as a DM before. So everyone, when we roll a 1, we roll another D20. We see how bad you fucked up. Now, it goes in the same direction as towards a 1. So a 20 is good. A 1 is
Oh.
bad. So a 12 is not bad. It's not bad.
It's not great.
It is not great. You see blood everywhere, and it's freaking you the fuck out. It's whatever this guy did. He must have hit an artery. You can't see anything but blood spatter and pieces of this poor girl that you've seen.
Oh, my ear fell off.
That's how bad that roll was.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
There was a guy. I don't see him. There's so
Okay.
much blood.
Okay. No, you're right.
Her name
okay.
was Kara.
Oh dear. I'm sorry.
Kara. Kara.
Cara!
Oh dear. Okay. I'm going to roll.
Wait. There's been a murder.
So that 19 didn't do anything to help this woman, huh?
I'm sorry, what?
When we were rolling medicine?
No.
No? She's dead.
No, you rolled medicine on a dead girl.
Oh, okay. So just got it. Yikes. Okay.
Wait, what's your name?
Oh, my name?
Yes.
Oh. Well, my name's Peggy.
Okay, I'm
All
Momo. She was here with the man, and they were gonna play down here, and but he gave me his ticket. And I pull out the ticket,
Okay.
and I say, "Can you read it for me?"
Yeah, so I take a look. What's the name? Oh, well.
It is a fake name. It is the fakest name. It is John Smithington.
What's it say?
So the gentleman you met was named John Smithington.
John Smithington.
Or,
Wait, that's not what he said his name was.
Okay.
He said his name was. Oh shit. Cyrus?
No, I think gosh shit was his name. No, it was Cyrus.
Okay. He said his name was Cyrus.
Oh, okay. Well, well, that's curious. I'm going to roll investigation to see what I can suss out.
Roll it.
All right. I got a 12 plus 3, 15.
You look around and you follow what you seem to find is footsteps, bloody footsteps.
Okay.
You find the hammock where Momo was. You find the hole. The hole is completely open in the side of the hull.
Okay. Well, you know what happened here? Do you see what happened here? I pointed at the hole.
Oh yeah, I made a window. Do you like it?
All right. Well, yeah, it's lovely.
Wait, why are you talking about a window? There's a murderer on the loose.
Listen, I'm just trying to gather the clues here. All right. So you didn't see anybody leave the room.
No, maybe he's still in here. Cyrus!
Nothing.
I don't think he's here anymore.
Okay. No.
But wait.
I think you and I should leave and
Oh, that's a good idea.
not be in the room with the killer. You know?
Oh. But if the killer's not in here, that means the killer's out there. So that means in here is more safe. Right?
All right. No, come on. Get to it. Hop to it. We're getting out.
No, but
Listen,
yeah, you.
it's a lot of blood.
Momo follows Peggy.
As this is happening, we go to another cabin in the ship where Gorgonzola and Vess are holed up. You see, you have a window out to the skies and the views of the Amateraran Empire beneath you.
What kind of blood are we eating?
Kind of bread.
You said blood.
You're eating an artisanal loaf of sourdough bread, a miche, if you would.
Listen,
The
kid.
fuck's a miche?
Sourdough.
Don't pretend like you're not. All right. Never mind.
It's sourdough, idiot.
Everybody just yell out your favorite bread.
Listen, kid. Here's a little trick, adventurer to adventurer. While everybody's in their cabins, as the airship is landing, we can go down into the cargo bay and look around those packages. It's just to investigate, see if we can find any clues. Maybe a little bit of gold that people, shouldn't have. We're not stealing, we're confiscating.
I do appreciate a good mystery investigation.
Let's say we head on down. Come on.
As you guys are deciding to do this, you hear scraping, as if nails on metal, coming from the window.
It wasn't me.
No. Well, why don't we take a look? Maybe it's let's take a look. What's at the window?
You look at the window, nothing at eye level. You manage to look down just a little bit. You put your faces to the glass, your noses just press up. A clawed hand comes right up into the glass. The second one, you see the face of some sort of blood-sucking demon, a long tongue with a barbed spike at the end, whips directly into the glass. Long, thin, sharp edges on every joint, every limb. It looks at you through the window and it just is screaming and it starts banging. It's clawing at your window.
Is it a humanoid?
The humanoid.
Can I cast Charm Person?
You can definitely try.
That was my first thought.
I cast Charm Person.
No, that one.
Wrong
no, that
dice.
one.
Yep, there we go. There we go.
I think you're rolling.
14 plus.
Whoa, natural
Hold on.
20?
I think Will rolls the DC.
Yeah,
Oh,
what is
you're
the,
right,
what is
yeah.
the DC?
Yeah. Great effort, though.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I
Fantastic.
mean, let's keep that 20
Let's keep
20s
it.
going.
Yeah.
Practice.
Keep
What
going.
is the spell save DC for Charm Person for you?
To open up Charm Person.
Yeah. I'm Rachel.
Yeah.
Yep. It is 12.
Well, all right.
Rolling.
That's a natural 20.
They didn't like my mustache.
No. It sees it as an insult. It has an identical mustache.
Oh.
And this one is real. It begins banging and clawing and breaks through your window.
I close the curtain.
That'll do it. It's gone.
Object permanence.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I destroy the enemy.
The creature gets caught up in the cloth of the curtains for just a moment as it shreds through them with its tongue. It looks at both of you and lets out a blood-curdling screech before pushing right through you into the hall, running away.
Oh. No longer our problem.
You hear more screams down the hallway.
Why don't we follow it? Maybe we'll get a reward for doing something. I don't know.
You see me bending over, picking up the various books in our cabin that have scattered. You know that I've brought so many books. And I'm like, what? Why?
Okay, maybe we can come back to some of the books. Bring your favorite book. We'll come back. We'll come back.
Okay, but they're classics.
No, we'll get them. We're just gonna go after them on the brief. Okay, fine.
The
I thought of
screams
it.
get softer and softer as the thing gets further away.
You help me tell you someone else.
Okay, I'll help you carry it. I'm gonna cast jump on both of us. I can do that at will. It's a
Okay.
cantrip. We can jump faster. Okay, we grab the books. We jump after the goddamn monster.
Okay.
Hopping around the whole airship.
I grab as many books. There's
With
like
two bunnies.
30 books.
Sure. You
We have a
guys
good blending
hop
weapon.
after the creature down the hallway. Just you're seeing slashes where the barbed tongue has just wildly strung itself all over the place as it runs away. You find yourself by the engine room of the ship, and the door to this room is broken. I want to give Momo and Peggy
It's us.
one action each.
All right, so are we
Whoa,
saying
wait, to do what?
One action each before the next event happens.
okay?
So we left the room.
So you've left the room. You are now back in your cabin, I assume.
Oh no,
Or-
yeah, well, you were.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, your
I followed
seat is
Peggy,
right
yeah.
next to me.
It is now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm John Smithington. Okay. So Peggy, tell me about yourself.
gonna push the like. Is there like a button for like, hey, I want like help from the concierge?
Like an airline stewardess
Yeah,
button?
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Did you ever solve a murder before? I never have.
Well. Okay. Well.
Do you want to solve this one
Oh,
together?
wow. All right. I'm pushing the button.
What's that button do?
It's so we can get help and mind our own business while other people,
Wait, you don't care that someone was killed?
Well, of course I do, sweetie. But
So don't you want to stop the person who killed them?
good Samaritan. Okay. All right.
So doesn't that mean we should go look for them?
Okay. Well, I'd like to let somebody
And Momo
know.
leaves.
Okay.
You go back to the engine room. Staring into this room, the lights inside are flickering. Machinery is shredded. You
I
hear clanking.
point at the door and say, that sign says employees only.
He doesn't know how to read.
Oh, he doesn't believe her? Is that what?
Oh no, I thought I was telling you that the monster doesn't know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I write it down
You write what down?
in one of my books.
Okay.
Monsters don't know.
Yes.
Monsters don't know how to read.
He doesn't read.
Okay.
Monsters don't read.
Got it.
Period.
You hear one more crash, a bang, before a fireball erupts in the engine room.
Oh,
10-10. Momo.
What does it
I
mean?
need both of you guys to roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, that's not good.
Are you including organ? Oh.
Yes.
Do we get anything? We have the jump spell on.
Ooh.
Extra dexterous.
Oh man.
Explain to me how that would work.
Boing.
That'll do.
Don't say it out loud while Will's debating.
Okay.
You don't.
Yeah. It came out of me. All right. Gorgonzola rolled the 2. It doesn't matter what I add on to that. I don't think she's getting out of that unscathed.
Just roll it.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Oh, great.
On a 2, you are blown back into the wall that's behind you.
Yeah.
You take 4, just 4 fire
Yeah.
damage.
Okay.
Vess, you manage to step out of the doorway as the fireball comes and it sort of mushrooms out in front of you before flickering out. The ship begins to roll slightly. We go out to the dock where Songbird, Dog, and Rhodey are waiting for the shipment of ale. And you see this ship, this very same airship. You're watching it approach the dock, seemingly a normal landing. And all of a sudden, from the side, pieces of scrap metal are ejected. Then the port engine explodes, and the ship begins careening towards the dock.
This is Ken, and reporting from Large. This is also Rhodey, and I am a human. Behind me, you can see the airship coming in right now, falling to its demise.
I grab Songbird and Ken and Rhodey and I pull them to the side to try to take cover.
All right.
As you can see, rescue efforts are being met really quickly.
I'm just dragging them like.
It couldn't happen any faster if it wanted to.
This is going to be our last roll before intermission. It's going to be an audience roll.
Okay.
It's going to be a group check.
Oh.
Just 2, though. All right, let's make it 3. We'll take the best 2 out of that 3. Audience members, we have an owed one over here. Come on up. You're going to roll 3d20.
Get on up. Oh man. Hello there.
You want the big die?
You're gonna roll it 3 times. We'll take the highest 2.
Keep it on the table.
Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think happy thoughts.
8.
Doesn't have enough.
No!
Did we die?
Again.
It's all
Yes.
over. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart person.
Oh.
Are you
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my god.
0.
Where'd he go? Oh my god. Come on, dog. Dog. Come on, dog. Dog, fight it. Dog. Oh my god.
12.
12.
All right, all right. Big money ball.
7.
Okay. I thought that was a natural one for a second. It's a 7.
In your
8 and a 12. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. On an 8 and a 12, the ship is careening towards you. You pull. There's also Ken in this equation.
Yeah.
As you see, the airship is descending towards us right now.
You pull Rhodey and you pull Songbird. I'd say you manage to get out of the way, but doing so incurs 3 damage to each of you.
Each of us?
Yeah. 3 bludgeoning.
All right.
And the ship starts to make impact on the dock. Ken is still reporting.
This is Ken reporting to you live to my demise.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, the humanity. If I was, no, wait, I am a human.
The metal and wood and crystal of the ship begins to drag against the rocks under the water in this port. It begins to close in on Ken. You guys are safe. And it's here where we take our intermission. We'll be back in 30 minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere. Grab a snack, grab a drink. We'll see you at 9 o'clock.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Well,
I got
And we're back. Thank you, guys. Am I up in the house? Hey, there we go. All right, guys, welcome back to LANParty Live. We just no, Dino. Party foul. Producer Rose is on the case, guys. All right, Rose got it. Just check it. We're good. All right, awesome. Welcome back, guys. If you're in the building, we are resuming play here in the back in the theater. Our adventurers are slowly converging. We met first in the nightmare of a broadcast studio. Rhodey and Ken Humanoid, his lifeless homunculus. Man once living, now controlled through a radio-controlled box. We also met Dog, Rhodey's companion, in the Tavern of the Open Palm. We met a smattering of people aboard the ship, but most importantly, we met Vess, Gorgonzola, Momo, and Peggy. These 4 have paired off and have witnessed a grisly murder. With the exception of Gorgonzola and Vess, who have just witnessed the grisly murderer. We left off right before intermission with the engine room of the airship that our 4 adventurers on, with the exception of Rhodey and Dog, exploding. The port engine of the airship in tatters as the ship is going down. We saw Dog, we saw Ken, we saw Rhodey, and Songbird, who was with them, attempt to get out of the way, and Ken is left behind, standing. Even better. Ken is moving towards the airship as it crashes.
As you can see behind me, an airship cannot fly. Just holds that smile.
Pieces of metal and wood and ornate sort of gold begin to sort of like shower around Ken. Not a single one hits him.
Ow. Ow. Ouch. This is hurting? This is hurting. No, it is not. What is going on?
The bow of the ship is sort of scraping against the bottom of the shallow waters as it goes up onto the wooden docks, breaking some of these wooden pylons and planks apart. It screeches almost to a halt. We're going to go to aboard the ship to Momo and Peggy. The engine has exploded. The ship is tilting, rolling to the side.
Ah! You don't have any reaction? Just gonna leave me out there? I thought we were gonna like have a moment and both like react to the.
Oh,
To
ouch.
the there we go.
Ouch. Whoa.
What would you like to do?
So around us, everything, like the engine.
The engine's off on the port. So if you're facing like the front of the ship, it's the left. I believe that's right. I'm not
Port is left. PORTLEFT. Same
Nailed
number
it.
of letters.
So
FYI.
pieces of like luggage, things that were in various places in the cabin are like flying around, slamming into a window next to you. You are both sort of slammed into the wall as the ship begins to turn, and it's at this moment you feel the impact of the ship against the shallow water. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
14.
18.
Good roll, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rolling.
All right, you're both gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh, bad roll.
I'm sorry, I said 18.
Yeah, that's half.
Okay.
That was.
'Cause I was going to describe
just
a
take the
very
win.
elegant, like landing, like, like an acrobat. Okay. Well,
I mean, it could have been worse. As the glass underneath you shatters, you're ejected into the ocean. The
Whoa! Sorry. I was expecting to fly into the ocean.
you're ejected. It's into a lagoon. That you and all of this luggage in this cabin are strewn into the water. You see the rest of the ship sort of careening into this town. What would you like to do?
gosh darn, this sucks.
Oh my goodness. Do you think Kara was magic and she was keeping the boat afloat? Or do you think the murderer made the boat crash?
Well, logical conclusion, right? Probably something. Okay, I'm gonna hold on to something that's floating, right? We're in like the water. I realize we're having a whole conversation while we're like in a lagoon.
You can swim, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, well, we gotta get this situation under control. Okay, so come on, we're gonna go ahead and swim away, like towards the port. Okay?
Nuh-uh, not me, Peggy. I'm going towards danger. And I start swimming back towards the airship.
I thought that's where the. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, okay, young. All right. I guess so. So I'm gonna swim, follow her.
You're okay. You're going back to the.
I guess.
Okay.
I thought that.
That's where the
The theater
murderer
of my mind
is.
is a little confused right now.
We have to find the murderer. We're investigators.
Yeah. No. I'm into it.
You begin to swim towards the crash.
Oh, sorry. As we're swimming, do I see? And I don't know where the engine. I don't know what the hell port means. Do I see That's the danger spot, or that's look, there's an explosion there.
Oh, you can very easily see what has exploded on the ship. Yes.
We go there?
All right.
Sure. It's quite easy as the ship is actually moving past you still.
Oh, great.
We're gonna go to the engine room where Gorgonzola and Vess are. Now, the explosion hit you guys first. Gorgonzola, you were pinned to the wall by the force of it and by the flames of it. And now you see nothing but open air in front of you. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw to stay on the ship.
Can I help?
Sure.
I do have a +3 to dexterity, but last time I rolled dexterity, I got a 2. So, yes, help.
How do I help?
You can attempt to grab them as the...
Okay, well, I got a 7 total.
Please
so,
help.
yeah,
Please help.
help would help.
Please help.
Help would help.
My athletics is +0, so that's a 6.
I
Nice.
believe the help action is just a advantage.
Yes.
So roll again.
Thank you. Yay! Oh!
What was it?
19 +3. I got a 22. Woo! Math.
There you go. So you are launched towards this open hole, but you managed to grip the sides of the door, and your tail is grabbed by your friend Vess here. She pulls you back on board.
Careful,
So
that.
long your tail like rope.
Yeah, careful, because my tail is sharp.
Oh, thank you, kid. God, I wouldn't know what I would have done if it wasn't for you. Oh, my hero. See, look, you're already a hero. Ah,
I'm a hero?
yeah. Anyway, no time to reminisce. The place is on fire and we're crashing into the ground. So,
Do we see the monster anywhere?
You do not.
Oh, okay. So we are falling though to the ground.
So
the
looking out the
down.
hole, you see just open ocean and wreckage beneath you. You hear splashing. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
18.
You see two figures swimming towards the engine room.
Oh God.
It's a little girl and a woman, dwarven woman, beard and all,
Mm-hmm.
Wearing a hat.
wearing a hat.
okay.
Dressed like a ranger.
Hail and well met.
You call down from the hole in the engine room. You're about, let's say, 60 feet above them in this just very slowly crashing area.
Okay.
All right.
Do I shout hail and well met?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Can you thaumaturgy?
Hail and well met. Hail and well met. Hail and well met.
You hear a booming voice of
Okay.
a gravelly
Have
voice.
you seen a murderer?
We saw a big monster guy that set the whole thing on fire.
Are we gonna assume that they got on the ship, or oh no, because
I'm
they're
yelling.
60
I'm
feet down. We're yelling at each other. All right.
Well, can you throw rope down?
Yeah.
I got
All right.
I got 50 feet of rope.
All right.
They're 60 feet down though.
Well, we're slowly crashing, so eventually we'll get
Yeah,
closer.
okay, we'll just wait. We'll
give it
just
some
wait.
time.
You're just gonna wait it out.
I can cast jump on that. I'm too young to go bald.
It's all right. Let's give it DM inspiration to producer Rose. Amazing. So
Does it look like do I see an easy way to maybe a rope that fell, a porthole that perfectly positioned to get?
We both have rope. We can tie rope to rope.
I don't know that.
Okay.
Do I see anything to get up
I
there?
roll a perception.
18 plus 7 is 25.
Oh.
You see that the bits of metal and pipe and wiring, if you were to really try, you could probably like parkour yourself up the side of this ship.
Peggy, let's go.
All right. Well,
There's a murderer up there. I try to do what you said I'm gonna do.
That's an athletics, baby.
You sure it's not anything else? Okay. Boom. 19 plus 2.
All right, so now you watch as this tiny orange girl, this tiny elven girl, just begins to jump almost, hand holding up the side of this ship as it is just careening towards its oblivion. And within moments, Momo's with you.
Hey,
Peggy?
Hello.
all right, Peggy, you got this. You got this. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do an athletics. Climb up right behind Momo.
Roll me athletics.
Oh wait, it's more interesting if it's in person. I'm not looking at what's here, even if it's good. All right. I could have gotten an 18, but I got a 9, so I got 9.
9 total?
9 total.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
Can
I help?
Digital.
How would you help?
So I don't have rope, but I do have a 2-person tent.
Go on.
So it's obviously not made right now. It's bundled up. So it kind of extends my reach.
How would a tent...
60
It's like
feet.
a bow.
It's 60 feet.
It's 60 feet.
Well, I mean, you're going to have to jump part of the way up. Or wait till we get closer to the ground. You can say no.
No, I want to roll with this because I think this is hilarious.
Say yes. Say yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Here,
So
here.
two,
This is what
I will
happened.
gate the health action behind a roll, and that roll is, it is a survival check for us to figure out how well you know this tent and how to put together tents.
You know, I actually have a +5 in survival. So my
You read a
tent
book?
score
Use
is
this.
very good.
Use this tent all the time.
You read a tent book once.
I did. Well, that's an 8.
It was a bad book.
An 8.
13.
On a 13, you begin unpacking these tent poles. You've got a lot of 8-foot max tent poles, like probably 3 or 4 of them. You can't quite figure out a way to make them one pole.
Whilst this lady is messing with the tent, I yell, 10-10, go! And as I do, a big burst of fire happens in front of us outside the hole, and you all see for the first time a little fire fox appear out of nowhere. And 10-10 will use her fiery teleportation to teleport to all the spots. And then I yell down to Peggy, she's friendly! And if you allow her to, 10-10's going to come and huddle up to you.
Oh yeah, no, it's like it looks like an Eevee.
Yeah, it looks a lot like an Eevee. And
That's
she goes
adorable.
like a little bit of this.
Yeah, Peggy is charmed. Let me
And
say.
10-10 will teleport Peggy using his fire teleportation up to me.
All out.
Wow, that's a much better idea than
And-
You're still holding the pieces of this tent as this like just fox just appears in front of you in a puff of
This is
smoke.
The hallway make
Yeah, and
No, I want to
you
see
get
the
like
tent.
that tent is complete. It's a great tent. You can only fit 2 people in it. But the tent is complete by the time Peggy gets up there. It's a
well,
nice
that's some
tent.
fine craftsmanship right there.
I did
Yeah.
it all by myself.
Quick, where's the murderer? Is there a murderer around?
Good question.
I look around.
I'd like to avoid him. So, you've seen a murderer? A murder? And I'm not trying. I don't know what a murderer looks like. But
Well, something flashed through our window.
Can I do some, my main character voice? Can I do investigation?
On what?
What?
What would you like to investigate?
The general vicinity. Would that be perception or investigation?
Let's say investigation.
Investigation. investigation. I'm gonna go investigation.
Gonna do investigation.
Yeah.
I gotta ask.
Is that a D12?
That's-
Is that a D12?
I know that's one of
That
the
is not
comically
the
large
right-
dice.
that's
That's
a
a
D12.
D12.
Oh my
You have chosen
goodness
wrong.
gracious.
Look,
Well,
the tinier numbers.
yeah. I just need to get rid of the D12.
The big
Leave me-
chunky dice are
Yeah.
deceptive.
Yeah. Well, 5. So not a whole lot better, but at least my eyes don't fall out of my head.
They don't fall out of your head yet.
Oh gosh. Okay, so 5 plus, it doesn't matter, does it?
So with the 5 investigation, you're looking around. Everything is pretty much soot covered, exploded. You notice that the explosion has been localized to this side of the ship, but beyond that, all you smell is ash. All you can see is a sight that would panic most people. At
All
this
right.
point, by the way, the ship is finished moving
Yeah.
forward.
All right. Okay, folks. So, I heard you mention that. There's you saw something a little unusual.
Yeah, big monster guy.
Months. Okay.
How
okay.
tall was it?
So not a regular run-of-the-mill murderer.
No, it
Okay.
got spikes in it.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast primeval awareness. Primeval. Yeah.
Primeval.
Thank you.
I think it's primeval.
No, it's primeval.
Carnival?
Primeval awareness.
Carnival.
It's not primeval.
It's primeval now.
Okay.
All right.
I think it's primal is what it should be. Okay. So as an action, I'm gonna use a spell slot to sense whether any aberration, celestial, dragons, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead are present within 1 mile of me. Oh, this doesn't help me figure out its location.
Do you have to specify which of those things you're looking for?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But also, it's your discretion whether or not they know.
You know what? I thought this was gonna help me locate it, but this doesn't help. Well, actually, I think it should reveal what it is, just not where it is specifically. So I should know what it is in general.
So it detects all of those things around you and within 1 mile radius.
Oh, this isn't very helpful, huh?
You know that there are fae,
All right.
aberrations.
All right. I get it, Buster. Anything unusual, anything that I wouldn't expect to be there.
I would say aberrations aren't that usual.
Okay, well, I don't know what an aberration is, Buster, but you can explain it to me. I would appreciate it.
An aberration is, say it's a creature unnatural to this plane, created through magical means. In this case,
Okay. All right. Well, something unnatural's right around here, I guess. I say that we should stick together and maybe get the heck out of here. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
When I look around at the explosion area, is there any kind of indication that a trail got left behind anywhere else, or do I see any other kind of signs of like another giant hole in another wall, or
Go ahead
claw
and
marks on the outside, or
roll an investigation with advantage.
Ooh.
can I rephrase that so it's a perception check? Never mind. And boom. Higher was a 16, minus 1 is 15.
Surveying the outside of the wreckage, you do see claw marks leading upwards.
Everyone, wait! Whoa! Do murderers have claws?
Some of them do.
Look! And I point to the claws going up to the top of the ship, and I start running towards the top of the ship,
All right.
and then
run-
slow down if no one follows me.
No, listen, we got special jumping.
We have special jumping. Can we jump after the jumping?
Sure.
Okay, we jump after the jumping.
So you're basically
You jump
skipping.
out of the hole up
Yeah.
the.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
Can we do that? Let's roll.
Do you need a roll? For that?
So you don't.
I think it's just style.
So with that jump distance, I think you would actually clear it fine.
Yeah.
You're able to sort of jump straight to the bow of the ship, or the upper deck of the ship rather. Back on the docks. The ship has just finished crashing. It barely touches the back of Ken's head as it finishes.
This is Ken Humanoid reporting at large. I am immortal. I am a god. Thank you. Signing off.
With that, you hear screams. A body is thrown from the top of the bow of the ship, which is about, I would say, 30 degrees, like, canted. It falls actually. What's Ken's AC?
13.
Falls directly in front of Ken and splatters in front of you. It's a deckhand of this ship. You see, or I guess if Ken were to look up, he'd see overhead a creature about double the length of a human, massive claws, and of course that slashing tongue, jump from the bow, land directly in front of them. It turns around and just knocks Ken over. You guys are, let's say, 40 feet away from Ken at this point. It's trying to escape from this crash. You see this creature survive this jump down the top of the ship. What do you do?
Is Songbird right next to me?
Yeah.
I help her up. I'm like, you better get to the cavern.
How many feet is that monster away from us?
40.
I cast Grease as an artificer
Okay.
underneath the monster from Rhodey. Rhodey pulls out from a bag, sort of just like it's like a big ball of grease that's sticky, and then just sort of underhand chucks it over and it hits the ground.
I'm correct. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, 14.
Fails. Ooh. The monster, in spinning around and knocking your homunculus Ken to the floor, slips on this grease and is knocked prone.
Rhodey controls Ken. It's like, this is Ken again, signing back on. I have found a demon spawn. It is my job now to figure out exactly why it is here.
At this point, the four of you on the ship have come to the edge of the bow. You look down and you see this monster, Ken, and just a small crowd of people sort of standing up, trying to recover from this crash. The monster is beginning to stand up. I would like everyone to give me one action, and we'll see if we have to roll initiative after that.
I'm gonna run over to the monster and take the crossbow out and point it at it.
So
Okay.
readying an action.
I will. Yeah. I don't have time for that. Casting time's a minute. It's not long. It's not gonna happen. I cast Sanctuary on my friend here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real fast. Rose is the music. Die.
Where is the music?
Need music for this.
The music's in me.
Oh,
Yeah. Nick.
it's the.
Gotta laugh there.
All I need, baby. All I need is what?
I mean, I can hear it now.
There
Great.
it is.
There it is. We need proper ambience for this. So you cast Sanctuary on Dog.
I can't Sanctuary on Dog.
Gorgonzola,
Yeah.
what would you like to do looking over the bow of this ship?
I'm gonna cast Blade Ward on myself, which is a cantrip. Oh, that's weapon damage, which isn't ideal. But I'm going to. No, that's a weapon damage. Yeah, you know what? It might be useful.
All right. Momo.
Momo says, "Oh, I see it out there, Peggy. Follow me!" And Momo leaps out of the boat, But then 1010 appears with her, and then they.
I think it's very important for the timing. Peggy is definitely trying to grab your hand and pull you back. So that's my action. We're going to see how that turns out, huh?
All right, and then that leaves Vess.
As I reach the edge of the ship, I look down. I raise up my finger, and a golden light forms right at the tip. I begin to scribble words in the air, and then I push it out. I cast a message at the creature. And my message says, "What are you doing? Can I ask you some questions? Please stop."
This is at the creature.
Yeah.
Ken right next to it too is always like, can you answer some questions?
Ken is just like kneeling over like
Ken
a
is just like,
prone
it's like,
creature.
it's like, where did you come from? What is your name? Did you have a good day?
All right. Great. So the way this, you're still on top of the ship. Momo, you're, I'll say a combination phase step, fiery, I forgot the name of
Fiery
it.
teleportation.
Fiery teleportation will get you to the ground floor. How far would you like to be?
As close as you let me be, baby.
All right. Well, let's say you're a good 15 feet away.
Heck yeah.
All right.
The
so
creature, in response to message, its mind screams, "Get out of my head!" And you,
Rhodey's ears are holes. Perk up.
this is through the message.
Sorry. Never mind. Apologies.
It's a voice that you have not heard before. Peggy, roll a just a straight up dexterity check to see if you stay aboard the ship.
okay.
Can I ask an additional question? What kind of tone does the voice have? Does it give any kind of contextual clues to like
Oh.
upbringing or slang? Like, what can I get from the personality of the voice?
Nice question.
That's a great question.
You can learn a lot about
in
someone's
terms-
voice.
Give
It's
me an
like-
insight check.
Ooh, okay.
It's like she does this for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Amazing.
people's heads. Oh, that's a 19 plus 3, 22.
Damn.
Whoa, that quick math.
Hot damn.
On 22, you feel two things: an intense anger and an intense hunger. The voice itself is far less monstrous than the creature in front of you. And it begins to almost sound like a young person, like a teenager.
All right. So, oh, okay. I mean, this is a natural 20 plus 2.
Natural 20 plus 2.
Nice. Okay. What was the 20?
That's our first nat 20.
First That is a critical success.
All right, so we have our first critical success of the campaign. For that, that means we have an audience roll.
Come on down.
What?
Let's get an audience member up here.
Who's up? Who's up? Who's up? Who's up? We got hands. Anybody got hands? Anybody gonna get up? No, nobody.
Yes.
Anybody? Come on up.
We got one over here.
Oh, we got one over here. Come on now. Tell us how dope we are.
Yes, and now I believe that microphone is now on. So if you'd like to interact with us, that's your mic. Go ahead and roll.
A lot of pressure.
Is it on? Is it on? Can we hear you?
Mic's
Can we
on.
hear you?
Can we hear me? Ooh, all right, 12. Fair.
The 12. On a 12.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye. Have a good day.
Thank you for the 12. On a 12, critical success. Would you like to stay aboard the ship, or would you like?
Well, so the Peggy was trying to stop Miss Momo from jumping into action, but apparently she magically.
Yeah, I would say that
Teleported
it's a little
herself.
too late for that.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
I hear you. So, I mean, yes, I'd like to. I think what it is because I tried to grab for Momo and didn't quite make it, but I do see her teleport. I'm gonna just like follow wherever she's going because my mom instincts are very strong right now.
In the way that you've seen in real life, mothers lift cars off babies. You dive. You follow Momo, and then in the moment before you reach her, she blinks to the floor.
Uh-huh.
The floor is rapidly approaching. But in the corner of your eye, you see Momo approaching that monster, and you maintain that sense of adrenaline. You land. Perfect roll.
Love it.
Force distributed across your body. You're up. You are right behind Momo and Temten.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So cool.
I just want to point
Sick.
out that guy in the background doing a lovely example of what's going on.
All right. The monster is now attempting to make it up in the grease. What was the DC?
14.
Okay, with a 14, it spends its half movement to stand up. And it begins to look towards Vess, and it's almost singularly focused on you.
I'm standing right at the edge, and I have a bunch of cloak.
You are at the edge of the ship, which is, at this point, at least 40 to 60 feet up in the air. It knows it can't reach you. And begins to walk backwards. Crouching. It's further away. It's almost moving towards you. And it looks as if it's about to jump. In that moment, it blinks. And it's gone.
Guys, I also Ken was also like crouching and like going backwards. So, can you answer a few questions? Can you answer a few questions? And then it just goes away.
So the creature's gone.
Can I, in response, when it blinks, cast the spell?
Sure.
As I fall there and I hear Peggy behind me, I'm like, yeah, Peggy. And then when I see it goes, I go, and cast Burning Hands and a cone for where that creature would have been in that moment.
Sure.
Oh.
If it's invisible, I hit it.
Smart.
If it teleported, we know it teleported.
Ken is right by there. It's okay.
You're rolling a DC of 15 dex.
It'll work.
It'll be fine. Ken will be fine. Ken will be fine.
Roll damage.
That would be a 8. Wait, no, I rolled a 1 and I have Elemental Adept, so it's a 2. So that's 9. 9 points of fire.
As this creature,
The nerds know what that means.
as this creature is backing up, Momo, you extend your hands. Fire reaches out towards it, and you begin almost to instinctively move forward with the creature. What you see is your fire hit it. You hear the sizzling of flesh and a scream. But when the flame is gone, the creature is gone.
Did I hit the murderer? Anybody?
This point, you begin to hear the screams and shouts and commands of people still on board this ship. Deckhands trying to help people get off. Songbird with you is finally on her feet. And she's distraught. She goes to Rhodey and she's like, "We gotta go get Ray. We need a healer."
Looks the dog.
Ray is missing.
What do you mean Ray is missing?
We went to go deliver the food and he was gone. Some guy, Spencer, said that he was there a couple days ago and he's not anymore.
Brody puts their hat in their hand.
Okay. Let's just help as many of these people as we can.
Yeah.
Songbird, alongside sort of dock workers and folks, begins to make her way towards the ship. And you see this concerted effort to get folks off. If you'd like to help, you can.
Rhodey goes over to Ken, check out if Ken's been hurt. And seems not.
Ken's fine.
Yeah.
Never
Rhodey
been
is horribly confused.
He's dead. Ken is dead, but he is fine.
But he's fine.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Wipes off the dust, adjusts the eye, puts Ken, moves them right in front of him, right with the airship in the back, and everybody's rescuing everybody in the ocean behind. And they start off and they go, "This is Ken, humanoid, reporting at large. With me, as always, Rhodey. And as you can see, rescue efforts have begun behind me by a select few heroes around. Can we all give a round of applause for our saviors? Thank you."
One round of applause from the little girl.
Yeah.
Songbird notices you four, obviously has seen what has happened with this creature. What was that? Who are you?
Hi, I'm Momo. And this is 1010.
Hi, Momo. Hi, 1010. Did you have anything to do with this? She motions to the ship.
No, I promise.
Yeah, we
mean
did.
Any trouble? Any trouble? No trouble.
We were facing down a murderer and they crashed the ship. We almost got him too.
Okay, well, I'm gonna think real hard about what I just saw. So I'm gonna roll. What would it be to like identify? It's like nature or arcana to like try to identify what I saw.
I would say that is let's do a nature check.
Nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nature.
That would be 16.
Flipping through your internal bestiary.
Yeah, my Rolodex.
Yeah.
Internal Rolodex.
You recognize this creature as something of the plane of shadow, something not from the material plane.
Okay.
Can't exactly pin down what this is, but very clearly it has a sharp-bladed tongue, and it is definitely not friendly.
I gathered that. Somehow.
I almost went character. Like, who are you sassing?
That's Peggy.
Who was that?
I'm having an internal dialogue right now.
Okay.
Okay, not so friendly.
Not so friendly.
Get that one out. Okay.
Songbird looks at Gorgonzola like, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we down there?
Yeah, you're down there too.
Yeah, so there was this monster. It climbed in through the window. It attacked us. It set fire to the fiery room. They crashed the ship. You kid, you did something. Eh?
It can't weed.
It can't read.
Yeah.
Thank God.
It went into the employee. Like, kid, you did a spell. You tried to talk. What did you do?
I casted a cantrip message. It seemed pretty angry. I don't know. Almost as if they didn't consent to what was happening, maybe? Or I'm not quite sure.
All right. Cool. Well, as you can see, we're dealing with a lot of injured folks here.
Oh, I'm a healer.
You're a healer.
I can help.
Amazing. Let's
I walk over to someone who's dying and I slap my hand on their forehead, and magically composing out of nothing is a very small invoice. As I cast Spare the Dying over and over on these different people. At the top it says, Vess's books and service.
Great.
That's incredible.
Kid, I'm so proud of you.
You've taught her well.
I've taught you so well.
We're gonna have so much blood.
I'm gonna go to Songbird.
Mm.
I'm gonna pull her to the side real quick and I'm be like, we obviously need Ray. When is the last time you've spoken to Ray?
the other day. I mean,
Where were you and what were you doing?
a little too much mouth on that one.
Rhodey just is insulted.
I saw Ray. He was in the tavern.
Was he with anyone? Did he say where he was going?
I mean, he was doing as Ray does, regaling folks with his stories of his adventures around the realm. But
What kind of adventures did anything stick out? Something that he might have gone to continue?
I think Ray's always had unfinished business with the Broken Spoke Bandits.
I may have reason to believe that he is with. Is it Mina?
Yes.
Yeah, Mina. I believe he was speaking to Mina outside of the chapel. His colleague said he was talking to someone with a scar over her eye. And maybe it's just a hunch, but does that make sense to you?
I hate that woman so much.
You know her.
She's persona non grata around the open palm. And most people around this town hate her too. It would not surprise me if they just plucked poor old Ray and brought him to wherever they're hiding out nowadays.
Why would Ray be talking to her?
Well, maybe they have injured folks that they want healed.
Do you know where she may have taken him? An idea where he may be of service somewhere?
Ken is now standing next to you as well.
Oh, fuck, what the
Ken goes, can you answer the question?
I'm never gonna get used to that. Yeah, they normally pack up their hideout and they're pretty mobile, but it's always somewhere close to town. You know, they gotta pack up their things, sell stuff, and do bandit things like steal. I'd check. There's woods right outside of town. You take someone who looks rich enough, I'm sure they'll find you.
Okay. In the meantime, are there any other healers in town? Someone that can help
Ray
out with this
was-
mess.
Ray was all we ever needed.
Well, that's all.
Momo comes up to you guys talking and says, "Hey, sorry, there's a lot of people hurt here. Is there some kind of like healer in town that can come and like help?"
Oh, if you're crying out loud.
Hey, don't you think that's a good idea?
Okay. So I gathered some context clues here, and it seems like you all feel that.
We weren't listening to
No,
them.
I was listening.
Oh, wow, what did they say?
All ears.
Okay,
She's got.
never mind, she's got it.
Yeah, she's got it.
She's got it.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm hearing that there's a healer missing, and obviously there are a lot of people who could use it. I don't know how well you're bringing people back from the dead. It's great. But, seems like there are some hurt people that are gonna need a lot of help. So I guess I'm in this now. All right. Well, Forrest, I'm ready to go. Go to the woods.
Well, I
on.
actually have an idea.
All right.
I gesture to Songbird. You sound like you live here.
I do live here.
Well,
Ken goes, she does live here.
All right, maybe you will recognize their voice. And I will lift up my hand and hold it towards my temple. And you see, as light forms at the tips of my fingers, I will pull the thought of this message cantrip that I cast.
Mhm.
And you'll see it begin to manifest in a literal string as I cast Encode Thought. And I'll put the string in her.
Ken goes, is that a thought of a voice?
Whoa.
Ken goes, I must say that my bird compatriot here can repeat and mimic any kind of voice you could need.
I take the string out of Songbird's hand and I put it in Brody's.
Okay.
Brody, do I just place it into my head?
So it doesn't actually specify. So I say, you must eat it.
Takes it, goes over to Ken, takes Ken's face, opens it up, turns it up, places it in Ken's mouth,
Brody, what are you doing?
smashes it for a good few seconds, opens it back up. Rhodey then puts Ken down on their knees. Rhodey then takes their mouth and puts it into Ken's mouth and said, eats the thoughts.
It's natural.
Sorry.
This is
Or
a
a
spell.
That is how it is ingested. And then, and now inside of Rhodey's mind, Rhodey's mouth now opens, and you hear that voice. Everybody does.
Rody, since when could you do that?
Rhodey goes,
I've known you for years. You've never told me you could do this.
So,
I don't recognize that voice. I
I don't know, something like that.
just repeats the "Get out of my head."
Get out of my head. That yeah.
It was.
So you see this very dwarf, like, Kenku going right there and goes like this, get out of my head, and then just closes his mouth.
Eh.
Ken goes,
Good God.
we took a poll, and that shit is scary.
I will look to Gorgonzola. Well, what do we do here?
I don't know. Let's chase this lead. Sounds interesting. We were listening in.
We're all of you are coming to the woods with me and Brody.
Yeah.
What's your
somebody's
name?
got a handle on the situation.
I'm Dog. I already have one idiot with me. I prefer not to have 5 idiots.
I am a learned, intelligent person.
Yeah, listen, young man, no need to be
You
disrespectful.
see all
But
the
here-
books I'm carrying?
Listen, we can do introductions on the way, but I say we got to get a move on.
Ken comes up to you with her hands out. Hello there, my name is Ken
Okay, we
Humanoid.
can do introductions on our way.
Hello,
Let's get a
my
move
name
on.
is Ken. They can't stop. They're on automatic. Ken goes, hello there, my name is Ken Humanoid, and with
Dog
me,
pulls
as
out his
always,
tobacco
Rhodey.
and
Welcome
just-
to our adventure. We are trying to find the murderer at large, and we are humans.
Okay, you guys are very cute.
And Ken is blushing.
I'm gonna walk towards the woods.
I love that
So
you
I'm,
use it as an insult.
Bless your heart.
Songbird is watching this and is like, "All right, cool. There is money on the table. You find Mina. She's got a bounty on her head. But yeah, no, go for it. I'm going to help around here. Hope you find folks. The camera get moved.
Yeah.
We have another
Oh,
drunk
no.
person coming through, hitting the tripod.
We need stanchions.
Yeah, it's just one little handle.
All right. So the group of 6 is together.
Yay.
We make introductions, but the audience here.
Yeah, we just
No,
Ray,
hold
we just
on, hold on.
No,
Hold on.
Don't take it away from me, indeed.
I really need to talk to these crazy, crazy people. Why do you smell like a dog?
Why do you smell like a dog?
I turn to you. Do I smell like a dog?
I sniffed you. You smell like a dog?
No.
You do not smell like
I
a
smell
dog.
like burnt wood.
You smell like a twee.
Oh, no, I don't smell like a dog.
Ken
I'm
comes
sorry,
up-
was that insulting? Peggy, was that insulting?
No, was an insult.
Oh. Okay. And dog, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's that?
Ken comes up, puts her
This
hand
is
up.
my companion, if I would go as far as to call him that.
Hello there. My name is Ken Humanoid, and I do not smell like a dog.
He's a bird in a with a
He looks
Rhodey then steps up and sort of like comes up and goes, ah! And then twists a few knobs on their like machine on their chest, and you see like Ken sort of wiggle about and just sort of in coordination with the twists, going.
Momo
like,
walks up and starts trying to
slaps
twist
her
his-
hand.
yeah. He didn't like that.
Oh, sorry.
I probably should have told you.
Ken goes, we took a poll, and it says, get fucked.
Oh, Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I thought you were playing with like a toy.
No, I am a humanoid.
Do I look at you or do I look at you when I'm talking to you?
Rhodey goes,
Okay.
All right. You guys are walking on the path outside of Gemhearth. You enter an area of the woods. On either side, you're flanked by a mildly thick tree line. Visibility is low, past about 20 feet off the road. Was that a hand up?
No.
Okay.
So just
I want to use my werewolf senses, my smell and hearing to just as we're walking, just try to keep an earshot of if I ever hear any voices or anything that is sort of different than what we're hearing currently.
Say that's a perception roll.
Rhodey is looking intently at Dog, studying this.
Natural one.
Hey, we got a lot of those today.
Wait, doesn't he get advantage because he's got werewolf senses?
A natural one is a natural
It's a
one.
natural one.
All right, we got another audience roll. Who
Critical
wants to roll a crit
fail.
fail?
Girlfriend, come up and roll for me. Come here.
We got yeah. Come on now. Yes, you. Come on down.
So.
Feel free to use the microphone if you so wish.
Okay.
Wait for it. Another 12.
It's weighted.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
some loaded dice.
And I wonder whose fault that is.
It was my dice.
Thank you. Thank you again for the 12.
Thank you.
Thanks, you screwed me over.
Guys, on a natural one with a 12, your senses are overtuned. A twig snaps and your head snaps to follow it. Birds flying through the canopy of the trees.
I also got these guys all talking in my ear.
Doesn't help.
No,
Doesn't help at all.
doesn't.
Rhodey sees the birds. Sighs.
One day, Rhodey will fly. So with
Can I
that,
have a quick?
yeah.
I like your horns.
Thank you.
Where'd you get them?
I made them myself.
Really?
Yeah, they
I
what?
No, go ahead. Tell me more about your horns. What?
They grew out of my skull.
How?
You see, I was born and then, they just started happening. Sometimes you hit puberty, you start to grow hair in certain places, you start to grow horns in certain
Okay,
other places.
I want to huddle the whole group together.
Ken goes over.
real quickly.
Ken goes over. Can you tell me a bit more about puberty?
all right.
Brody,
No.
please.
Hey, everybody, we got to
Everyone,
focus
Can we,
up over
can,
here.
we, can we take a knee, please?
Yep. Thank you.
All right. I want everyone to listen.
Ken knees.
We are
Rhodey does not.
searching for someone very, very important, trying to solve a mystery.
Yep.
And I can't hear anything with you guys doing this all the time while I'm trying to hear.
Rhodey goes all around pointing at all of you.
Why are you trying so hard? Why don't you just look? And I look. Do I see? Do I see where I
Give me a perception with advantage.
17.
At that moment, you clock the shine of a buckle on a boot about 12 feet above you.
Oh.
You look up, you see a bow drawn on you. There is an elf in the trees. A mask over his face. You guys make eye contact.
Why are you listening to everything? Why don't you just look up at this guy with the bow looking at us?
Ken goes, oh shit.
I'm in a fighting stance, just ready.
Hi, I'm Momo. What's your name?
Drop your coin and run.
Oh, okay. I put a coin down on the ground.
Ken does too.
All right, Bella. Hey, we're just trying. Listen, we don't have a lot of money. We're just trying to find
Why don't you
healer.
come down and talk to us?
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yep.
That's a 16.
I'll come down. The bandit whistles, and from the tree line, more footpads, more soldiers of the broken spoke bandits emerge, all with crossbows and bows drawn, some with swords at the ready. You're flanked on the side by, let's say, a total of 8 bandits, 4 on either side. The 9th in the tree puts his bow down and starts getting down in the tree.
Gentlemen?
Okay. All right. So we're gonna have a civilized conversation here, huh?
Does one of them look like the boss?
Is one of them like a boss?
Like
Yeah.
Nina.
Yeah, this one is dripped out. He looks so good.
Authority to
Or does that one look like Nina? Which
Yeah. That's it.
So without rolling, none of them are Mina.
Okay.
But give me an insight for a boss check.
Yes.
I pushed it. Does that count?
No, I was just concerned it almost fell off the table.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a spare.
You lucky. Don't roll that anymore.
It doesn't. Yeah, I need.
Don't roll that
I'm gonna
anymore.
do the next. Okay, so I got a 2 plus. Does it matter what I have a plus on? No.
You not only can you not tell who's in charge, they all look exactly the same to you.
Oh, God.
Cool.
I say, who's in charge here?
The one that gets down off from the tree sort of brushes dust off of his leathers and says, "None of you."
Okay, hey, listen, buddy. Eyes on
You
me.
don't know that.
Okay, eyes on me. There are a lot of people who are hurt, and we heard that you guys might know where the whereabouts of this gentleman named Ray. He's a healer, and it's kind of an emergency.
There are lots of emergencies everywhere,
Okay,
all the time.
that's very
People are hurt
esoteric and very interesting.
all the
but
time. I don't see what that has to do with you relieving yourself of your coin, your gold, your valuables.
It's all right.
We're
Can I-
not giving you anything.
Can I cast Charm Person on this person before we start fighting?
You can. All right. Sure, go for it.
You heard him when he said there's a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Wait, how many exactly?
There's 8 of them.
9. Yeah.
There's 9 total.
Do it.
9.
Yeah.
Do it.
No,
Well,
no.
them.
Do it up.
Yes, and baby.
Yes, and. Oh, wait,
All right,
wait.
so it's
they roll.
what's the DC?
It's 12. 12. Wisdom 12.
They pass.
Damn. And they know.
One of them in the tree line's like, Marv, that one in the back with the horns is casting something. And Marv, the guy you've been talking to, pulls a little hand crossbow out and points it towards Gorgonzola. I would recommend you.
Why don't you point it at me? Let's have a civil conversation.
He points it at you.
Okay.
Thanks.
There we go.
Momo walks in between
We-
the two of them and says, "Hey, sorry, we can give you stuff, but there's people hurt, and I really think we should all work together to fix them. I feel like they'd really appreciate the help."
I'll give you a persuasion on that.
Oh,
Not so good.
It's a natural 1.
Oh.
Here we go. Critical failure roll. Let's
It
get some
was a-
hands in the air.
it was
Who
a
wants to
great
come and roll that?
Who gets to come down from the audience? Who wants
Nick,
to
I'll
do
let
it?
you
We
pick
haven't
who.
had someone from this side in a minute. On this side.
We got some.
We got one.
Yes. Come on down. The camera mover.
So he says.
Dino's
All
earned
right.
it. Go for
Thank
it, man.
you so much for coming up. We want to possibly reinforce that.
That's a 9.
Nine.
9 or 6?
There's a line underneath.
Oh, 9.
it is a
All right.
9.
It's a 9.
9.
All right.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you. Thank you for making our fail even worse.
The nat 1
I don't like
and a
You're
crit
nagging the
roll of
audience.
9.
I have been.
You approach and you begin to make doe eyes at him. Marv fires his hand crossbow right between your feet. Don't move. Don't come at me.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
I don't care. Give me your money.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
screw this.
Ken comes on up. Hi there, Ken, humanoid, reporter at large. With me, always Rhodey. First off, it would seem as though my theory is correct. All of you humans do look alike. Second of all,
they're elves.
While he's
They're
doing
elves,
this,
sweetheart.
can I quickly just I want to draw my sword back a little bit and cut myself?
I'll allow that.
Rhodey also hides.
Do you have a feature that would allow that? Just like
Tries to.
Okay. Roll stealth.
19 plus 2.
In this commotion, no one notices a little waist-high Kenku dive into a pile of leaves.
Right. I, in the pile of leaves as Rhodey, disguise myself with a disguise kit
Okay.
You're still a bird.
as one of these archers.
Wow, that's ambitious.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Are you
That's not me
like
talking
just
to
a
them. Mustafa.
roadie-sized?
Let's look at
Bandit
let's look at the
or-
rules of the disguise kit.
Yeah.
As
It's
this
like
is
a little
happening.
makeup, a fake mustache.
I mean, yeah, it's
Okay.
enough. It's enough to try to do something. And
And Dogs cut himself.
So I rolled a 1 for damage that I inflicted on myself. I want to go into werewolf form.
It happens.
Cool.
In the middle of this tense stare down. Yeah. Describe it for me.
You see my leather duster go down as my bone structure gets larger, and hair grows from my arms and my neck and my face. As my snout extends, my eyes go bright yellow, and very, very sharp teeth. And I'm looming over this guy, and I go, "Put your weapons down."
Over Marv.
Yeah.
Give me an intimidation with advantage.
Where's my intimidation? It's 18
With advantage.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, 18.
You roll the same thing twice?
No, I got 10, but
Oh.
18 was the advantage.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn, that's incredibly unlikely. I'm sure it's exactly a specific
Go
number
back
likely.
into the woods,
Yeah.
please.
He said, please. Very compelling.
I don't
Rhodey-
want to
Rhodey
get more
gets
angry
out
than I
and
am.
Like
now pops
ants.
out as one of these archers and goes like in their voice, because obviously they're a Kenku and can mimic, and so goes, yeah, okay, I'm going.
You see Marv's eyes widen. He looks as if he's staring into the face of death itself, and realizes that if he doesn't capitulate, he might die. All right, boys.
That's very right.
Weapons down. We'll just let it lie here, and they slowly back off. Roll perception.
Wow.
They begin to go back into the woods. Are you following?
Yeah.
One of the bandits sees Rhodey sort of come up beside him and like makes eye contact with Rhodey.
How you doing? Again, it's in the voice of everybody else.
Oh, that's a deception check for you then.
With advantage because it's an exact replica of their voice.
And you're in disguise? Sure.
Great. I love you. Thank you, Will.
I'm a kind god.
Deception?
Yes.
16.
This guy just saw a werewolf. He's not going to question this. He's not paid enough. Fuck it.
Brody goes, "Gee, that was crazy, right? That was insane, right?
I don't want to talk about it. I want to go home.
I want to go home.
Meanwhile, I want to sort of track where they're going to see where their hideout is. Looking at their footprints, sort of track them.
Sure. I think I'd say you probably have Rhodey's scent as well.
Oh, I don't know he's gone. I didn't see him.
You didn't see that? Okay.
No.
No. All right. Well.
I know Ken knows where I
Okay.
and I can just literally just have Ken.
So, having diffused that, you're still wolfed out.
Okay, well this is
what
really
else is happening here?
Is that why you smell like dog?
No.
Ken goes, it is.
Hey, how tall are you? Doesn't matter. All right.
Are you talking to me?
No. So, all right. Do we have any way of following them? You got a good nose or something?
They're leaving footprints.
Okay, let's follow the footprints.
Can I track them?
Oh, wait. You're not gonna like eat us or nothing, are you?
Don't test me.
Okay, I don't go down smooth. I'm sure.
All right. Would you please describe for me how you're going to track these folks?
Well, we're in the woods. I assume in the soil, with the twigs and such. I can see, I guess, where footprints would be going.
Do you give them a little head start, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I'm gonna lag behind a little bit.
All right. For this, give me a nature roll with. Oh, if you have just a straight up nature roll.
Just nature?
Yeah.
I'm gonna help.
That is. If you can help, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely helping.
Yeah.
It's 15, by the way.
So with the help
Okay.
action, it's with advantage.
Okay. It's 17.
With 17, you manage to track the bandits to the remains of a small log cabin.
And I'm crawling on all fours, like looking at the footsteps.
You haven't exactly stepped out into the clearing that this cabin is in. So before you do, you see one guard posted at the door of this tiny cabin. Its roof is caved in. It's decrepit. Nature has begun to sort of reclaim this old house. What would you like to do?
So they don't see me.
That's you guys.
Where am I? Brody.
You're not there.
So it's a guard that's there. Or?
Yeah.
I want to sneak up behind them.
All right, roll a stealth check.
Oh, that's good. An unnatural 20.
I'm sorry?
An unnatural 20.
All right, dirty 22.
Where's the werewolf going, guys?
You, with a stroke of luck, the guard, I would say, pretty much almost abandons his post. You watch him go behind the cabin, sits down, facing the wall, and he pulls his pack out and he starts rummaging through it. It's like, man, I'm hungry.
So am I.
What the fuck? What would you like to do?
I'm gonna attack him. I want to kill him.
Roll for an attack.
Is there advantage because he's sneaking?
He's not a rogue.
I'm
Oh,
gonna use my predatory strike.
good on ya.
That is a 7.
7 misses. Do you have 2 attacks?
I don't think so. No.
Not at this level, no.
Oh wait. No.
Okay. Your quippy response to his expression of hunger gives the bandit enough time to duck under a swipe of the claws. He screams for help.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna jump in because I don't like your attitude, sir. I guess Peggy is gonna close the distance with
Okay.
her little door feet. She's running, and she's like, "Okay, all right. We're gonna all take a deep breath. You're not gonna kill anybody. That's not how we do things around here, okay? Hello.
Are you trying to mediate this?
I guess so. That's the situation we're in right now.
What the fuck is that?
Okay, good question, but I have some questions for you, sir.
No.
Well, I have some questions for you, my friend.
This bandit is on his back, trying to sort of butt scoot away from the wall in any way to escape.
I'm gonna just creepily crawl towards them and just say, if you answer my questions, this could go any way you want it to go.
I don't know what that means.
You could live,
Okay, I guess I'm.
or what?
or I could eat you.
I don't
would
want
choose
that.
the first.
So I'd say the guard, realizing that there's more folks in these trees than he might have at first realized, and he's boned. He's like, just don't tell him I said anything.
Okay, well, we're looking for a gentleman named Ray. Ray the healer.
That-
Know anything about that?
A cleric from town?
Yep.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay. Oh, well, that's great.
Where?
Where?
Inside.
Where inside? Is he with anyone? Is he chained to something? Your life depends on this answer.
He's probably.
Because if I go in there and it's not that, what you say it is.
He came here on his own will.
Oh, okay.
Is there a Mina here?
Yeah, Mina's here. She's the boss.
I'm
Okay.
watching from a distance. Is anything indicative of maybe he's luring us into a trap or not telling us the truth?
Give me a perception.
18.
You see, or you hear, rather, from inside the cabin, as if a door is opening. And this is like a one-room shack. You shouldn't, if you heard a door, you theoretically should see the front door opening, but it is not.
I don't even know what to do with that information. I let them continue.
Well,
But I know there's a door.
Yes. Well, there's a back door.
Momo doesn't know
Oh, okay.
that.
While they're doing that,
She's like, why is there a door?
Gorgonzola has not emerged from the woods yet. Can I do a stealth check to try to like peek in a window while
Sure.
this guard is distracted?
Sure, do it with an advantage. He's not really looking.
Ooh, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, 5. Thank you for the advantage. 12 plus 3, 15.
You get up to the cabin and you look inside. You see a hatch in the floor has opened, a ladder, and then some hands come up, gloved, wearing the armor of these bandits. You see Rhodey come up. Rhodey, you've been inside this underground like bandit base. Whoa! Can someone grab that light before it falls, please?
Oh.
All right, we need to get sandbags.
We almost had a
Noted.
problem here.
Um,
Thank God. That's as tense as the moment now is
Yeah.
with Rhodey inside. Keep going.
So, Rhodey, you were the last one in this sort of underground tunnel complex.
Nice.
You only got a few minutes to look around before you heard someone call for help, and you went back. So now you've climbed up the ladder, and Gorgonzola, you see this little bandit head pop out of the hole in the ground.
Do I recognize it as Rhodey?
Does she? Would she? Would he?
She may, if it's possible, to see with the front sort of disguise. There's still like a jutted like square of a piece of infrastructure underneath the clothing.
Let me just I guess that would be perception.
4.
That's an enemy.
Shoot. All right. Well, what would Gorgonzola do? I think Gorgonzola might attack.
Yes.
So sorry, bud. In character, I take out my bow and arrow, my short bow,
Mhm.
and I
Do I see them?
No.
I attack.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
11.
Are you gonna use sneak attack? Actually, what's your AC?
14.
Okay, that does not hit.
Okay, then I try sneak attack.
You try.
Do I notice that a bow tries to hit me?
Okay. So, I think sneak attack is just the extra damage, right?
Yeah.
So the arrow flies directly between your hands, right at the edge of the hole, right at the edge of the ladder.
I look out the window. And do I see them?
Yes, you see Gorgonzola
How far away are they?
between 5 and 10. I'd say.
5 and 10 feet?
Yes.
Great. I cast message. And in your mind, with me looking straight at you, go,
I go, oh, okay. And so
They nod like,
all right. So I'm gonna. What I'm gonna do is try to motion. I'm gonna do this little interpretive dance. Okay.
they go back. They do it right back at you.
No. So like you close the door. I try to tell Brody to like close the hatch and lock it so that whoever's in downstairs can't get out.
They nod.
Does that get conveyed properly?
It's as a response to message. Yeah.
In my mind, you can
Oh
say,
yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, close the close the goddamn door. Get them out. Two people down there. Okay. Great. Love it. All right. Close the door.
That's what I do.
Just slowly close,
Close
the
the
hatch.
hatch.
Full eye contact
Just
maintained. Yeah. You play yourself out with music.
All right.
Back on
let
the-
me in.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, let me in.
Back on the other side of the house, the guards singing like a songbird conveys to you that there's a hatch to their hideout right inside the cabin.
How many people are down there?
Oh man, I don't even know. Like if
You
I
better come up with a number.
more than 2, less than 20.
Try again. Think of all the people you've spoken to, different faces. What did they look like? Give me a number.
In does Rhodey see this?
Ken does.
Ken does.
Yep.
Got it.
Just counting on his fingers. At least like 12.
Okay. And you said Ray came here willingly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Why is Ray here?
Ray comes all the time.
okay.
Do you know him personally?
Yeah, everyone does.
Why is he here?
Hey, there's no conflict. Young man, I need you to go in there and maybe introduce us to Mr. Ray. And we'll explain to him the situation and, get on our way.
Oh, they're gonna hurt me.
Oh,
I'll hurt you.
yeah, okay.
Ken
Well,
goes up to you and is like, "Do you want me to hurt you?"
Fuck. Okay.
This is, you don't pick this career path for this reason, okay? You understand? Sometimes
Did I choose this?
a rock and a hard place is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Peggy, I'm getting so hungry here.
Ken goes,
I got it.
Choice is an illusion. You are a human.
He's fucking mind blown at that. So the guard walks over to the hatch and starts to pull it, and it's locked. And he just looks at you guys and is like, I don't know what to do. It's locked.
And we don't
from
see
the inside.
Rhodey.
Well, I mean, I'm probably still looking in the window. I'm like, oh, hey guys, how's it going? Okay, listen. Full disclosure, I saw someone in there. I tried to shoot at them. Turns out it was that bird guy. I told them to lock the lock so that, we knew there were like 8 people or so. We didn't want them to attack us. I don't know where that guy went though. So, hey, bird guy.
Can I force it open?
Strength check for me.
Where's Bird Guy?
Where's bird guy?
Inside.
Oh,
Do you wanna
I
cut
still
inside?
locked it from the outside.
Isn't that out from the outside?
Oh, yeah, I would lock it from the outside.
What's your strength?
Well, too late.
Natural one.
Hey! We are back at the critical failure juncture. Let's get someone up to roll the critical failure.
Ooh,
someone-
we got a hand. We got a
We
hand.
got it. We got somebody on
Anybody
this
else
side.
got a hand? We got 2 hands, 3
Harry,
hands,
Harry.
Gotta give it a
4
shot.
hands. We got another one over here. Hold on now.
I'm not using this dice anymore.
Don't.
We
Why?
dice jail.
All right, all right.
Good juju,
all
good
right.
juju, good juju. Come on, come on, come on.
15.
Oh my
Yeah.
Hey, it's good. It's good. It's good.
It's good.
Yes. Remember, the higher,
For me,
the
failure,
critical-
less worse.
the closer to the one, the worse it is.
Gotcha.
So on a 15, this hatch is metal, and you are pulling at it. It's also it's a strong, but poorly fit hatch.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just banging metal on metal. And you're very aware of how much like noise you're making. Inside, Rhodey looks up and it's like the earth is shaking. Like there's something's out there and you don't know what it is. You see two more bandits pass by.
Goes. I got it.
You sure?
Yeah, I got it.
We should stay.
No. It's all right. It's already taken care of.
Give me a deception.
With advantage because it's the same voice, and then I'm also disguised as well.
I gave you advantage before,
You
right?
did.
All right, I gotta be consistent.
Alrighty.
It's still going. Like dust is like falling on your head.
Yes. Still going. You know, the paint's starting to come a little undone. Maybe, who knows? It's just a little wear for tear. Deception of 19.
Oh.
That'll cancel it out, man. Those two guards like it's on your head, man.
I'll answer to high on up.
All right. So they walk off. It's still clanging. People hear it, but like no alarm's been
Can
raised.
Rhodey climb just to see what's up there a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. Rhodey sneakily, stealthily, slowly climbs on up to see what the fuck is going on.
Do you unlock the hatch?
I know that Ken all of a sudden starts just wobbling like this and starts walking on up to the door in front of our friend here, Dog, and just sort of like is on it. And then Ken just sort of just like in 3 different distinct hits. And then all of a sudden Rhodey goes, opens it up.
Dog, you're seeing this all this happen. Are you still trying to?
I'm feral right now. I'm frustrated on this door.
Rhodey unlocks the door and you hit yourself in the face with it.
Ken goes, and that'll do. And that'll do.
Why was it locked?
I was not inside.
Whose side?
Rhodey goes over and looks over to you. You see another bandit first. But first, before you attack, in your mind.
I know it's you, Rhodey.
Ken goes, I stopped 2 bandits from coming upstairs.
That's great, Rhodey.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was my mistake. I didn't know if we were gonna have to fight anyway. What the heck's going on?
First off, what's your name again?
Gorgonzola.
My name is Ken. This is Rhodey.
Hi, nice to meet
Nice to meet you.
you. Okay.
Thank you for almost killing me, but not killing me.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
Very
Listen,
much.
it was a good disguise. Anyway, what's going on? How many people are down there? What?
Apparently 12.
I
And
saw
you,
two.
I point to the bandit. You better zip it. Because you're going down with us.
Okay.
Oh, poor guy.
Wait, if there's 12 people.
If you
there's-
try any tricks, I'm ripping your spine out of your back.
Jeez.
There's 6 of
I
us.
think I peed a
Okay.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got some bread. You want some bread?
You first.
Can I have bread?
Rhodey,
No.
Rhodey instantly snatches that up with their full mouth, going like, ha!
Rude.
And then Ken goes, fun fact, birds love bread.
Okay. Young man, are you hungry?
I mean, if there's bread, I'll take some.
Okay.
There's
you
no
have
more
any
bread.
extra bread?
I have so much bread.
Okay.
He doesn't need bread. He needs to
Rhodey
go
is
downstairs.
thrilled. Okay.
We got a job to do. Let's get it done
Honey
with.
over vinegar. Okay.
Rhodey is almost crying.
But let's get down there too. Give him some bread. Let's get moving.
Here, have a nice little brioche bun. Let's
have
go.
lunch.
He stuffs it in his mouth and just starts going down the ladder.
Any idea what kind of offense we're gonna go against? You know, any tips or tricks for how we can not get killed down there?
He speaks through the bread and it's very muffled. And he's also going away from you, so you can't quite understand what he's saying.
Got you.
I
roll
cast message at him. Like, what did you say?
In response, it's a very short ladder. It's like about 12 feet tops. He said, "I said eat my dust," and he drops and he starts running down the tunnel.
Oh, he's in for a treat.
Said eat my dust.
That wasn't very nice. After he ate my bread.
Is the trapdoor locked?
No, it's wide open.
Yeah, he just
I
ran
drop
ahead.
down. I book it after him.
What's your speed?
My speed, it's 30.
Well, I've already touched him, and I cast Long Strider.
That's right.
When?
Right.
Now? Okay, cool.
10 feet extra.
10 feet extra, 40.
Cool. So, dog jumps down in the tunnel. You start hearing rattling. You notice along the wall there's a line of wire with some old food cans. And you hear screaming running down the tunnel. The guy is, well, you can't see him, he's pretty fast. You start running after him. You start gaining on him, and you see he's like grabbing onto the wire, trying to shake it as an alarm system. And you catch him right as he makes it into an open area. It's an open room. Is everyone else sort of following? What are we doing here?
Yes, we are. We're all
Yes.
collectively
Yes,
as
we
a group
are. Yes, and.
chasing
Yes,
our
and.
dog down the stairs, the ladder.
There's a saying, don't split the party.
So, dog, roll an attack for me if
Salad
you're
dog run.
gonna hit him.
An attack?
Yep.
Am I using my predator strike for that?
Sure.
Then it's a 19.
Damn.
Oof.
Beautifully done.
You pounce on this guard who is like made it into this open. He's like, I'm home free. Guys, you will not believe this. And then bam. Dog hits the guard, knocks him prone, and you go ahead and roll for damage.
7.
That's slashing.
Yes.
Yep. So
Claws.
seven slashing damage. You tear into his back. He screams. You look up. There's about 12 people watching you do this.
Counted right.
Yeah.
He didn't lie.
You didn't lie. Hi, we're here for a healer.
It would seem that you need one.
Uh,
I don't say anything. I'm just in a bloodthirsty.
so you're just still going?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just.
You hear a voice on the other side of this crowd of a dozen folk. What the fuck is happening over here? The crowd parts and you see Mina Varen. Tall, black hair. The scar comes out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
She hot?
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How hot?
Wait, audience roll. Audience roll.
Yeah, fuck it. Audience roll.
Audience roll.
Audience roll for hotness.
Yes, you really want this one. I can see that. Yo,
Roll for hotness.
don't screw up.
Roll for hotness.
14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So she's an 8.
Wow.
We do not assign numbers
Yes.
to people.
We're not
kind
doing
of
the
brand-
number rating system. However, it would be a 7 statistically, but it's not. Mina is stunning. Somehow, the scars of battle, her demeanor, it is intoxicating. Everyone stops, including you. Mina says, I'll ask again, what the fuck is happening in my hideout? Who are you guys?
We were sent to find Ray. There's an airship crashed in the docks. We're sorry we're your guy, but we just wanted to try to find Ray.
Yeah, Ray's.
He started this.
Did you start this? He looks up and he's just like bleeding from the mouth, like he's got a tooth missing. His mask is like on his eyes. He's like, I didn't do nothing. Mina looks at you and says, an airship crashed, and you need Ray for what? To fix the ship?
There was a murderer with claws, and he exploded the airship, and it crashed, and there's so many people that are hurt on the dock.
All right. I'll go get him.
Thanks.
Mina comes out with a man who is as hot as her.
No roll needed.
It's just like a silver fox. Like
Not Firefox.
no.
Oh,
But silver.
all right.
I hate silver.
Ray is holding like Ray's holding a toddler.
Oh.
Oh no.
And he looks at you guys. It's like, all right. What's going on that you need to take me away from my sick kid?
Well, I'm so sorry, sir. There's a bit of an emergency. Got about, I don't know, several dozens of people who've been very seriously injured. We need your help.
All right. Let's. I
I will
guess.
cast encode thoughts again, and I'll conjure the image of the airship and the creature and like the grease and all of that.
Really compel him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
It's visceral stuff. Here you go. You must ingest it.
What do you mean ingest?
Pen comes up to you and opens up their mouth and then goes on their knees and then opens up their mouth.
You just gotta eat it. Just eat it. Just put it in your mouth. Please.
Ray slurps up the thought like a noodle.
Ken is confused and just backs off. Fine.
And
It will include more than just like the voices. It will be the literal memory of it.
it looks painful as you see him relive these moments. Shock and disgust and horror flash on his face. He turns to Mina and he goes, "Honey, you gotta take the kid. I'm taking the boys. We gotta go. That's some crazy shit that we just gotta help these folks." I mean, it's like, okay, go do it.
Rhodey disrobes and is now Rhodey again.
Okay, thank God. That is not how I thought that was gonna go.
Rhodey walks on up, has a disc, and then presses a little sort of jewel on it. And Ken goes up, speak English, and Ken goes, "If you would like to leave a message for your child, you may do so now and record it onto this disc, just in case of any emergencies."
Well, I think we can handle this.
Well, just trying to offer you some peace and condolence.
Take the disc. Stay away from this bird.
Hands it over to
in.
Mina. Hands it over to
Yeah.
Mina. 2 hands, knees down. What does Mina do?
Mina just takes it. She's like, all right, cool.
Rhodey salutes. Puts her hand out.
How long's your kid been sick?
Oh wow, we can't really tell what it is.
That's so awful.
Yeah, it surely is. Anyway, guess time for old Boy Scout to do hero stuff.
I will
Yeah.
walk up to Mina and look extremely serious. I'm a Hiwa.
Oh, okay.
You're like me to look at your child.
She looks at Ray, and Ray just sort of shrugs, like, oh, sure.
I would like to cast Lesser Restoration on the baby.
Okay.
You have lesser restoration already?
I'm a Hiwa.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
Go for it.
Powerful. Super powerful.
Yeah.
Says you touch a creature and can either end one disease or one condition afflicting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
All right. So you touch this kid. You feel a fever. Escape the forehead of this child and go straight into your palm, and you channel it straight into the ground. Ray looks at you and is like, "That didn't work for me, but okay."
Just better than you. I walk away.
Wow. Oh. We're gonna do this or what?
Ken looks around. I took a poll. Answer says, let's fuck some shit up.
Let's fuck some shit up.
Wait, you mean healing up the people on the dock cup?
Scratch that. Ken goes and's like, Ken goes, well, this is Ken Humanoid signing off to be a hero.
You start exiting, and Ray looks at you guys as he's walking with you. He's like, "So, what do I call you guys? Who are you?"
I don't even know everyone's name yet.
This
We're
is gonna
just
be
a
a
group
great
of
day.
interesting people, honestly.
The interesting.
It's a bunch of characters.
Otherwise known as humanoids.
All right.
That's not our name.
All right, humanoids, let's go.
Damn it.
You exit the underground tunnels.
Well, before I leave, I tell Ray, by the way, you have some food back at the chapel. Songbird gave it to you.
You're welcome.
He's like,
Mission accomplished.
nailed it. He goes, I really don't know why she keeps sending me food, but okay.
Could be the fact that you have a baby.
She's sending the food to me. I don't think she even knows about my kid.
Could it be the fact that you have 12 people working for you?
They work for Mina.
Or it could be the fact that you work with them.
Oh, all right.
Ray, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of people like you in town and not a lot of people like Mina.
She's an acquired taste.
Okay. She a bad guy?
She's got questionable means.
Okay.
So why are you doing this? Why are you with these people? You seem like a good person to be hanging around bandits.
I fix people.
The people you should be fixing are all dying on the docks right now.
We're
And you're in
all
the
walking
woods.
woods.
towards
Yeah, we're
them.
Yeah.
I'm a healer. I'm not clairvoyant.
Okay. All right. So
Dog,
we're all friends. We're all
can you like turn dog off? Can
No, I have it for an hour. I'm just,
He's just gonna ride
I'm
it
down
out.
for an hour.
okay?
It doesn't stop.
Is
Dog
there
doesn't
anything
wanna change.
we should know while you're dogging?
Yeah. Do you have any food on you? Something that's not bread?
No.
What's wrong with bread?
Oh, well, that's very unfortunate.
Okay, I'm gonna cut in here. I think this is our slow motion exit as the credits roll, folks.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let you call that shot, Andy.
No. Okay. Just trying to point out. It's just a lot of little chatter.
Peggy is powerful, but not that powerful.
Yeah. Working on it.
You reach the outside. You peek a hill and you can see the town from the woods from out here. Town looks so small, so quaint, except for the fact that the construct, it's a different pose, where it was sort of just splayed out. Its head is looking straight up. Its mouth is open. Red gas seeps from it into the streets below. Something is terribly wrong. Ray sees this and is in shock. We gotta pick up the pace. Let's run.
Gosh, I haven't done cardio in a minute. Okay.
So Ray just runs down the track. If you guys want to follow him, feel free.
Always.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm on
yes.
all fours, just going.
You reach the town. Streets are almost completely empty, but for this red mist that has come out of the construct's mouth. You entering the town, you're breathing it in, and it's choking. I need everyone to take a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Constitution, you said?
Yeah, including Ray.
Ah,
I got a 10.
8.
Is this a disease?
This is not a disease.
Brody got
Wow.
a 16. And
17.
Ken.
Ken needs to roll for.
No,
Depends on
Ken's
the-
dead, dude.
Depends on the effect. Depends on the effect.
No, Ken does not need to roll.
Great.
I guess 10-10 needs to roll though.
Sure.
21.
Temtem is not effect. You're 3.
Yeah.
A lot of low
I'm a
rolls.
3. Yeah.
Right, everybody. Ray also failed the roll. Excuse me while I figure out what dice to roll, guys. You all take 10 points of poison damage.
What was the save? What was the save?
Jesus.
Save was 10.
Oh, I had 17.
All right.
Oh, except for you take 5.
And I got 16.
Oh. You also take 5. Apologies.
Yo.
Wait,
Right.
we take 5?
No, if you saved, you took 5.
What does it taste like?
And this isn't a poison, right?
This is a poison.
Oh, I get advantage. Right? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I got a 3. Okay.
3's about.
Things you hate to see. So this poison begins to choke all of you, reducing you guys to from a run to a slow walk. It tastes like blood. You taste like that coppery metal in your mouth, and it coagulates on the back of your tongue. You gag as you begin to try and press forward into the town. Ray is trying to figure out what to do. He's waving his hands in front of his face. Nothing's going away. Cast a little gust spell. Poison's not moving. We got to get up to that construct. let's unless any of you guys have any better ideas, we gotta keep running, or
I think you're the expert, sir.
How
Okay.
far is the construct?
it's another like 10-minute run.
I'm gonna
Full out.
full sprint there. I'm not even gonna ask questions.
All right.
Just use my werewolf fastness and just book it. Try to get there as fast as I can.
I just peek up towards where the construct is looking.
Mhm.
Is there anything there?
Give me a perception. Disadvantage because you're looking through this fog.
15.
With a 15,
Rolled an 8 and a high number.
nice. An 8 and a high number.
I don't remember the high number.
So on a 15, you can barely just peek through the cloud of like the fog. And from before, you did see that the construct's head is just pointed straight towards the sky. Its eyes to the sun. Just mouth open, tumbling fog out of its mouth. You also well, actually no, you never mind. That's all you get on that.
Oh, that's all you get.
Whatever. I start running.
Ken Humanoid starts running behind backwards with Rhodey in front, recording the whole journey. This is Ken Humanoid reporting at large. We are going inside the construct's face. Follow us into the abyss.
Going to do for the sake of time here, I'm going to roll for it's a generic everyone gets one constitution saving throw. Who has the highest constitution?
I have an 18.
Mine's
What?
50.
18?
I guess it's the highest.
12.
I'm beefy.
Constitution saving throw.
Withstand the fire.
I'll let Momo roll for the whole squad here. One.
Oh, no.
Pressure.
Oh,
Yep.
what about the
Very good.
audience? What about the audience?
Let's do an audience advantage. Momo and one audience member.
Who wants to help Momo for this last roll? For this last audience roll? Anybody? Yes? You want to come back up again? Do you want to come back up again? Who's new? Anybody else new? You want to come? Come on.
Come on down, Dino.
Yes, thank you.
Give it a go.
We're almost there, people. We're on the way.
You want to roll at the same time?
Oh, sure.
1, 2,
3.
13?
13.
It doesn't matter what I rolled. That was the important one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Is that 13 plus? What's
Plus
yours?
my
It's for
con?
Before.
17.
on 17. You managed to make it up to the Hall of Healing without incurring any more damage. Doors are flung wide open. The folks in the beds are all stuck in painful poses, as if reaching out. Some of them are missing body parts, chunks. Despite it's of a familiar size. Walking through the Hall of Healing, you hear a chanting. It leads up. This chanting is in the chambers where you remember Spencer taking the food that you brought. Following the chanting up, you toss the doors open. You see the creature from the ship. You see Spencer, also now transformed into that exact same creature.
Oh.
And you see them under the gem. Their chanting stops. The gem drains of its color, begins to crack. As if they heard those gasps,
I regret nothing.
Dang it, Momo.
I regret nothing.
They turn towards you. Their shadows grow long, separate from their bodies. The monster that came from the ship recognizes Peggy and laughs as it licks its lips with his long, sharp tongue. You should have just left me and her alone. We are going to end it here.
Oh, man.
Next time.
Quick question.
Yes.
Wow.
Because like from when I activated werewolf form and it lasts for an hour, how long has it been?
I think 10 minutes was.
Well, it's probably been about half an hour.
A half hour?
Yeah.
So I'm still in werewolf.
You're
next
still
time.
wolfed out, bud. Next time on
Perfect.
LANParty Live, we're going to roll initiative. And we're going to do a giant combat that I planned for the end of this match that we ran out of time for. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for our first episode.
This is Ken Humanoid and Rody signing off. Have a good one, people.
Please give a large round of applause for our producer, Rose. And one more time for our intrepid adventurers here at the table. Awesome. Guys, thank you so much for coming out for the pilot. We'll release the next date soon, so follow us on socials. Don't forget, guys, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Rose, play us out.